What's good, everybody? It is Tony the Savant back again. Oh, hold on, let me put the banner, man. I'm trying to do my pre-work this time. All Star Selections, Episode 2. Welcome, welcome. We got another panel of uh, sports minds that I highly respect. I follow all these gentlemen one way or the other. I'm sorry, brother. I got my YouTube popping. But I'm sorry, gentlemen. Let's get this show started. Of course, I'm Tony the Savant. Please like, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff on this right here while you're here. We'll go around the panel, gentlemen. Let the people know where they can find you at and what you got going on. Dev, go ahead, big bro.
What's the good peoples, man? My name is Dave, a host of MTMO Sports Podcast, which is My Thoughts, My Opinion Sports Podcast. You can find me on YouTube. You can find me on Instagram at MTMO_Sports Podcast. You can find me on Facebook, and you can find me on Twitter, or you want to call it X. You can find me at my THTS, My Opinion_Sports Podcast. Guarantee you it's dope analysis coming from me, man. Not coming from straight out of nobody else's mouth. Just strictly my opinions. Dope topics, man. So make sure y'all follow the movement. I am most definitely trying to get to my 1,000 subscribers. So for help me to get there, you feel me? So appreciate you, my guy Tony, man, for having me on.
Well, yes, sir. We really appreciate you for coming on. Another one of my fellow savants in the game. Mally, what's going on, big bro?
What's up, man? How you doing?
Real good, man.
How y'all doing?
A disclaimer, I'm sorry, man, before you get to cooking. I've been telling Maui for as long as I've known him, he need to start his YouTube channel, get it popping, big bro. This man knows about his sports, man. But go ahead, big bro. Let the people know where they can find you.
I love that envious. I'm just kidding. Hey, man, I'm Maui. I'm co-host of the legendary, iconic Couch Coach Live. I only have the IG, DT Morgan 78 Instagram, and I have a Facebook, Deshaun Morgan Facebook. If you want to catch Couch Coach, you can catch him on any platform, Spotify, YouTube, Twitter, Couch Coach Live, whatever you want. But for me, you know what I'm saying? I'm just thinking I'm not a negative. I'm for the worker and the player, and somewhat a coach. I'm not really at the top. I think those guys get paid a lot of money and they don't do their jobs a lot. They don't put the players in the right position sometimes, just to do what I want you to do or just to sell tickets or whatever. But I'm like I said, I'm not a negative dude, so I always try to just try to understand everybody's perspective. I'm not a debater or try to prove my point. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, yeah. Oh no, that's what we got this panel for, bro. We ain't arguing with everybody here. I've watched all you gentlemen talk sports, so like I say, I respect the opinions, and the people gonna love this. That's why I love it. Sports professor, big bro, tell them where they can find you at.
Hey, yo, what up, friends? You know who it is. Omar, the sports professor. You can find me at Ball and Buds, BALLANDBUDS on YouTube. That's where you want to be at. I'm uploading videos every day on there as well. You can catch me every Tuesday night at 8 p.m. on the Bottom Line Sports with Hot Take Jake, Can, and Flo, my boys. And as well, tomorrow, you will be able to catch Clubber D, the Combat G's Combat Sports Special. Boxing, UFC, all that good stuff tomorrow night, 7 p.m. Eastern. And yeah, that's where you can find us at Ball and Buds, BALLANDBUDS. Thank you for having me on, brother.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And last but not least, Ralph.
Yo, what's up, man? It's Ralph Sneaks. You can find me on IG at damn_YouTube_sports talk. YouTube, the same thing, damn YouTube sports talk. Personal page on IG is Ralph_Sneaks. There's a lot of uncensored sports talk, kind of like barbershop talk, but in a sports way. A lot of content out of Atlanta. Giving it to you from that southern standpoint. But you can find me on them platforms. I just dropped content, weekly content coming. So, just go to YouTube and you'll find me there. Hit the likes, share, and subscribe button on the videos.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. My boy, Ralph got a crazy sneaker collection, man.
Yeah.
Crazy. Fuck with it.
Yeah, man. I try to, keep it in rotation.
Yeah, I like that, bro. I gotta tap in. I'm trying to get my collection back up, bro. I've been wanting for some years, but
Oh yeah, we can definitely plug some together.
all right, gentlemen. Well, let's get the show started. We got a lot to talk about. A lot going on in the sports world, of course. If y'all got some things on your mind you want to throw them in. I ain't gonna stop you. But of course, in about another 10, let's say another 20 minutes here, I guess. We're going to get the next class of NBA talent. I'm excited about this class. There's not been a lot of talk about it in the mainstream dudes. I've seen a couple guys on YouTube getting busy talking about it. We're going to go around the horn, man. Just tell me what y'all think about this NBA draft. I'll start with you, Dev.
I ain't even gonna lie, man. This draft class gonna be a little weak. We was talking about this behind the scenes before we started the show, man. It's not gonna be nobody that's gonna be a game changer or nobody that's gonna really that you can say that can change your franchise overnight, man. My guy from damn you talk sports talk was saying this is for guys that's gonna be role players pretty much. And that was like, well, damn, that's the best way to actually to put this draft for real. Is like, yeah, you're gonna need some guys, you're gonna need some capital because eventually, as we already seen, the NBA is starting to make these trade rumors be real big now. And some of these guys probably just gonna put the hat on for about 3 minutes and then probably get ready to put on another hat because of the way how this NBA trades is really about to really start going crazy in the next 3 weeks or so. You feel me? So, like I said, no really big names, nobody that's going to really change the franchise overnight. But I think this draft is really just to really look to see where the potential is really going to come from. See where these you can get some draft capital from, and pretty much, hopefully, you can just build your team off of some potential role players.
Yeah, I agree, bro. It's a lot of pieces in the draft, a lot of pieces I'm excited about, but hey, we got Ralph said a mouthful behind the scenes, bro. What you thinking about it, man?
Man,
Yeah,
who'd you say? You say me?
Yeah.
Yeah, my bad. Man, I don't know. I've been looking at them, and it's no superstar. There might be a couple that a team could say, oh man, we could market this one, like this Alexander Sarr. I think I see a big potential in him. It's a lot of big guys. It's a lot of 7-footers in this draft, man. That I was tripping off of that. A lot of 6'11", a lot of 7'1", a 7'2", 280, 300, and I'm like, they right. The Warrior days are over with. You know what I mean? Now it's time to start playing that Eastern Conference, throw the ball into the paint. You know what I mean? And the center's got to be able to play a little defense, do screens. He got to have a good basketball IQ. He got to pass that ball out. And them 6'8", 6'9" wings got to knock down the three, or be able to like it. It's like we just saw the championship, the Boston Celtics, when Porzingis in that first game. A lot of guys were saying that he wasn't going to be a factor because he had set out so much. That big man came in there, made them 18 points. And after that, I think cell shock. You know what I mean? So I see a lot of that in this one. I see a lot of some of these. It's going to be funny. I believe probably in 10 years, it's going to be a lot of players in this draft probably got championship rings.
Yeah, that could definitely happen. Sports professor, what you thinking about this draft, big bro?
Yeah, I mean, not just to harp on what everybody else said, but and not to be a hot take, Jake, but this may be one of the less impressive, let me say, because I don't want to hate on anyone that gets drafted. All these players are obviously good enough to be drafted to the NBA. I count about anywhere from maybe 8 to 10 starters, good starters, like starting lineup in the rotation for teams. Other than that, like was mentioned before, a lot of role players. You got big men in here, as was just mentioned, right? Alex Sarr was mentioned. He's the big man from Australia. You got Kyle Filipowski, who played at Duke. You got Donovan Clingan, who you mentioned, right? Your boys over at UConn. So big men, obviously big men are at a premium now because, as you mentioned with that Warriors quip earlier, right? We moved very small ball for a while, but now people notice that, okay, we lost touch with the big man. But maybe if we can find the right type of big man, right? Phoenix didn't do that with DeAndre Ayton. But if you find the right type that fits with your squad, then you can really utilize a big man that's over 7 foot is going to really make an impact. And you see that with Wembanyama and the Spurs, excuse me. So it's a down draft, but there will be a couple good players that come out of it. I can't see any maybe superstars, maybe Sar as was mentioned, but it's going to be tough sledding. But there are going to be some good role players for sure.
I agree. And dang, Ralph, we should let you go first, man. We was eating.
Nah, it's all good. This, like you said, what y'all basically been saying, it's another, well, not another, but a draft where it's got a lot of role players. I think the smart GMs, especially the teams that's rebuilding, they're not going to reach for a guy. They're just going to let a guy fall to them. There's going to be a role player that they're going to go after and get anyway. But at this point, when you do that, you don't have to go out and spend in free agency to get it. You got them on a rookie deal. So in 2 years, by the time you start to see something from your rebuild, you already got your role guys in play. I mean, for example, like a San Antonio, they sitting pretty with picks, not just in this 2 picks in this draft, but they got future picks. So if they do want to make a blockbuster deal, they can get they can get role players to fit with what they already got in Wembley now, and they can position themselves to see what type of blockbuster deal they need for the position they need, and they can just stockpile these players and include them in any deal that they want. Being in the West, a good GM will look at a team like that, and this is what this draft is going to do. It's not really a franchise guy in the draft. It's just guys that you're going to add with what you already got to fill a void, to either step in behind somebody off the bench, or if they got high enough upside, maybe in 2 years when you got a guy that's going to be coming off the books that you're not going to pay, you could already have, start his ceiling and just slide him right in at that position without having to go out in free agency and overspend, because it's only getting bigger with the cap with these players is going to be asking. So it's going to put a lot of people in cap hell, so to speak, with them type of players if you don't be smart about it in this draft.
Yep. Yeah, it's an interesting thing that you said there too, Ralph, because that's another thing I've been hearing. A lot of teams are trying to trade down or get out of that top range where you get those young rookies that you're gonna have to pay. You know what I'm saying? In another 2-3 years, 4 or 5 years, and there's a lot of teams that's in that second apron, where they can't make a lot of moves as well. So that's an interesting point. I've been hearing a lot about San Antonio. I think that's the most interesting team as far as what they're going to do in the draft, because it's going to directly affect what they do in free agency and maybe even as far as the trade deadline. Is any teams, gentlemen, that you all think have let's just say there's a good piece in this draft that you think will fall right in to a Pacific team? Is there a guy in a team that you kind of think on paper will look good? If I could throw this in there, if Alex Starr can land with not Atlanta, who had the Wizards?
The Wizards, yeah. He
That's where
actually
you
went
went
to the
at.
Wizards.
That's
Yeah.
exactly where you went at, to Washington.
Yeah, that's where he got picked at. Yeah.
I think that'd be good for them, especially now that Bradley Beal's out of there. Essentially, they're gonna get rid of Jordan Poole and Kuzma eventually, and they can start building around him. But that's just a guy on paper. I think to be a good kid on a good team. Anybody y'all seeing? And Ralph, I'll go with you first this time. Big bro.
Man, I think if like, just to go back to the Spurs, I think if they can take Donovan Clingan at 4, they could then recreate the Twin Towers with him in Wembley. If you take Clingan at Donovan Clingan at 4, both of those guys are 7'2" plus. I think Wembley is like 7'3", 7'4", and Clingan is like 7'2". So the defense, the interior defense, will be elite. The perimeter pick and roll defense will be elite. The rebounding will be elite. And he seems to be like a Greg Popovich type of guy. You know what I'm saying? He rim protect. He a good help defender. Like you say, he a good rebounder. And he just seemed that they can kind of recreate that Twin Towers with what they had in Tim Duncan and David Robinson without actually reaching. to do it. I mean, it's right here for him to do it.
I like that. Clingan come from good coaching too. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? With Dan Hurley and UConn, so he would definitely be a good guy to fall right in. Sports professor, anybody on paper? These young prospects.
Yeah, my pick before he got hurt would also be for the Spurs, but I would go the opposite direction. Nikola Topic, the guard from that's who I would have picked if I was a Spurs. Pair that nice point guard with Wembanyama and just like, but he got hurt, so now his draft stock has pretty much plummeted. He's like in the late teens now, early 20s, so that doesn't do anything for the Spurs. That would have been my pick. Yeah, I do like the Twin Towers. That was just mentioned because obviously David Robinson, Tim Duncan was good for them. So let me pick something different here. Then I want to go with Dalton Connect, a really tough player from UT. And I don't have a specific team necessarily for him. I just think he'd fit good with any team, just because he's a tough player that's going to make all those plays that most people aren't going to want to do, those dirty plays. So
yeah, you definitely need a guy like that. I think the draft is full of those guys. Like we were saying, a draft full of pieces, man. If you want a young one or two pieces, this is the draft to get one. What you say, Mal? Anybody on paper? Your mic is off, big bro.
It's a stretch, man. I'm gonna go Zach Edey. Edey at 25 or 24 to the Knicks. Big man.
That would be a good move.
Big man. I think that would be solid, man. Yeah. I think that they have a name, big man, and I think Tubalo likes, he likes those type of players. You know what I mean? And I think that's that's some of the issue when, dominant college players that play and they come to the league, they go to the wrong coaches. Tubalo still plays like an old school style where he plays like his starting six for 895 minutes a game. You know what I'm saying? And I think he's one of those type of people. I think he's one of those type of players. You feel me?
Really do. He really
do. I know he used to be my coach, man. He ran all our Bulls to the.
Oh yeah. I know you see D Rose walk around the city all the time, talk about his bunions hurt. I know, D. You know what I'm saying? But real talk, like I think that would be a good stretch. I think he got a name. He don't want, he got a name, and I think he can handle the New York media. I think that's one of the things. But I think respectable, man. Him being in the East, playing for the Knicks, playing that style of basketball that he played. Brunson probably would love him. Hart would love him. Because I think they may lose a couple pieces, man. It's a lot of,
Well, they're going to lose Isaiah Hartenstein, so that actually is a good replacement.
Yeah. And that's why I was going to piggyback off of that a little bit before I make my guy. I think that will be a good fit because losing Hartenstein, and then they got Mitchell Robinson on trade block also. So you kind of going to need a big man that you don't have to pay right away because it looks like the Knicks is just paying everybody, especially now they pay OG for 5 years. They bringing in Monkel, so I'm pretty sure they're going to try to extend his contract eventually just to keep that core together. So bringing in Edey, as a project, I can see that a good fit for the Knicks.
Yep, that's a good. I think so too. They need a big man.
Yeah, I agree.
That's all they really need right now. They loaded in every other department, but
Hartenstein is gone because they can't afford him anyway. So
he's going pretty much gone.
Yep. Yeah,
and the guy I was going to ride with is my guy Rob Dillingham, man. And the team that I feel like can go ahead should get him is the Spurs also because now y'all didn't put the Twin Tower play. Now why not? When you got the Twin Towers, why not add a new addition of Tony Parker? Because I think Rob Dillingham can control offense. He got good passing ability. He got good ball handling, and Shorty can heat up at any given moment. As we can see what he did in Kentucky. So if you're gonna go with the two bigs, you might as well go have a guard that can get the two bigs the ball. And I think Rob Dillingham will be a good. If you not pick him up at the fourth pick, then go ahead and get him at the eighth pick, and you still have your top 10 two picks. You feel me? So I think Rob Dillingham would be good underneath this Pop, learning that Tony Parker mentality. So I think that would be a good fit for him.
I like that. And it's funny you say that, Dev.
Man,
I got
Pop is the master at tanking, man. Pop is the master at tanking. He be acting like he don't know how to tank. But this dude, man.
Oh,
Yeah.
see now the Spurs just took Stephon Castle from UConn.
Oh, they
Yeah.
did. Okay, that's not a bad pick. You know, he's
That's
kind of
why
like a
the draft already started. I got it on the wrong channel.
Yeah, it's either on ESPN or ABC.
yeah.
I'm about to say,
Yeah, that's
Tony,
not-
you
that's not a
behind.
bad
You was
pick.
like, we're gonna pick Sean. We like it. They already picked Sean, baby.
I'm on NBA. I'm on the NBA channel watching Get to Know the NBA draft. Nigga, get out of here. I already know these.
Right.
All right, let's get to work. Hey, damn, fella, I'm sorry. We supposed to have been keeping in tune with that. So who went with number one then?
Zachariah.
Reese.
Zachariah.
Yeah.
Zachariah.
Frank.
I'm very
Yep.
disappointed in that. I don't
Yeah.
even understand that.
Well, let's
Frank
put
get
that-
back-to-back number one picks again.
Yeah. Well, we
I don't
had
understand that because they already got that. Like they already got like Murray, and you take a 7'1", 7'4" wingspan. You watching him run the floor. I'm like, y'all need that in the Eastern Conference.
Yeah,
Like,
we need that in Atlanta.
But the Hawks talking about giving away even Trey Young or DeJounte Murray.
Why?
I don't think they're gonna do that.
It don't make no sense.
I think Hunter gonna be gone, and Alex Sarr, he was declining workouts for us. So you know what I mean. We tried to work him out, and he was like, no. Him and his reps was like, no. So you know, it was almost like if you had took him at one without seeing a workout from him, that would have been like,
yeah.
So it was like a
hiring
damn
a
if you
person
do,
off
damn,
the street with no resume.
yeah. It was like a damn if you do, damn if you don't. So they had to
Right,
go
so
with the
this
next
Bama went
project.
and tried out for the Wizards. Are you serious?
Yeah,
He must
I
don't
don't
know
know,
about them Lou Will pepper wings down that jump because I know I'm working out for the
I
Hawks.
don't know, man.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
I don't know why. Maybe him and his reps was thinking like he probably wasn't gonna be the face. Because I mean,
is
with
DC
Trey
though.
Young, you ain't gonna be the face with Trey Young there in Atlanta. So
Right.
maybe his reps, and then he probably was gonna be like a third option because you got a young up and coming Jalen Johnson, and you got Murray, and you got Trey. So he probably gonna be third option unless somebody get hurt, and he wasn't gonna be the face. So they probably looking at that too. I mean, but I would have still worked out.
I'm
for
actually
Atlanta. I would've much rather been
I'm from
Atlanta than
DC. I can confirm that. Yeah, I'm from DC. I can confirm that. That's the rumors on the street is that he wanted to have like his own kind of team, sort of thing.
Okay, yeah, okay, that makes sense. Yeah.
Okay,
I
you
know
from
before we move
DC?
on.
I'm right down the road from you. I'm from Baltimore.
I thought he would have. I thought he would have did well with Quinn because Quinn, did well with Rudy. You know what I'm saying? Like Rudy helped him, and I'm like, well, Quinn is there that he can make him a big man, but this dude was athletic and could dribble the ball and
he can actually
shoot. A few things he had to fix. He got great feet, but damn.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good fit.
So
I like Stephon Castle with the Spurs though. They just
because he played defense first.
Yeah. But it just went right now. Who is this?
Oh, Reed Shepard went third.
Yeah, Reed Shepard went third.
Hey Tony, I'm gonna run and go grab this charger. I'll be right back. All right.
Okay, brother.
I think that's a good pickup for Houston. They need another shooter, a consistent shooter with the team they got. You know what I mean? So, and then who knows with Ime Udoka, that might be a trade piece.
I would just ready to say that. I would just ready to say it because you see they was talking about try to get KD down there. So you talking about consistent shooter. We already know KD is a consistent scorer.
I heard Fred VanVleet is not happy being down there.
That because I think VanVleet probably thought that was going to be his team.
Right.
You know what I mean? And not what Jalen Green down there. That's your rising star right there. That's the guy that's going to bring the tickets. No disrespect to VanVleet.
No, VanVleet's always going to be
a shooter
option. Yeah. I don't even know why he thought that. Like, you know what I mean? He don't even have that personality. Like, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Well, he had a year. He had a year to this past year to make his mark, if you will. He could have been a 30-point guy. Nobody was. I don't think Jalen Green, that the young boy's name. Yeah, he was, but he only had like a hot 20 games. That young boy really wasn't just jumping off.
But that 20 games came at the end. That's
At the end,
when you start figuring out who he really is for real. Because in the beginning of the season, it was all about trying to figure out what that team was. You know what I mean? Can this team be that Boston team that you mind Doka built in Boston before he left? So I think that's what it was. And once they realized that's not the same team, their Rockets are a little bit younger than when he had Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown.
Yep.
So I think that's what they found out, that he can be the face of the franchise, but also you need a team around him. You don't do what you did to James Harden.
Right.
yeah.
Did Steven Adams plays for them, right?
No, Steven Adams still play for OKC for right now.
Oh, he's still
They
there.
got
Okay. I don't know why I
Shangon.
thought he was
Some
with them.
goon
My
down
bad.
there, yeah. And then Jabari Smith.
Yeah.
My bad.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think Van Vliet too much like Jalen Green. I think he look at Jalen Green like one of them young boys that's a hothead. I saw kind of like some body language where it was like he wasn't passing the ball, he was chucking up bad shots, he was just doing young boy shit, you know what I mean? So I don't think Fred VanVleet liked that, especially coming from Toronto where it was more structured and he actually won a championship, and having a head coach like Ime Udoka down there, he would have thought that it would have been more structured, but Jalen Green just seemed like a young hothead. You know what I mean? He can hoop, but it's not really structured. You know what I mean? It's just like one-on-one. You know, it ain't no structure
See,
to him.
you
No,
said the magic word. He can hoop. The
Yeah.
difference between hooping and actually playing basketball,
Yeah.
organized
Yeah.
basketball. A
Right.
hooper can go on the street, ball court and drop 13 quick.
Right.
But he can't translate that 13 into regular rules though. So you know what I mean. So it is the difference between hooping and playing basketball in my
Yeah.
eyes.
Yeah, I think that's why Houston ready to, do what they got to do. I think they're gonna trade everybody. They trying to trade everybody except Sengun. And if we could get KD and Jimmy Butler down here and just build around them, we already seen KD. He willing to wait. He willing to work with great value role players. Even give him one other start. He like just get whoever, fill it out. Give me the
Well, I
ball.
wonder if the new coach won't KD. Maybe he might not want KD.
Ime Udoka?
Huh?
Who Ime Udoka?
No. The new coach for the
Buck. No,
Suns.
they Budenholzer won all of them. They want running back for real.
Yeah,
word.
They want because they didn't see Bradley Beal and his full potential. You know what I mean, with the injury. So they looking to run it back, but
I hope not.
I think it's going to be the same outcome in my eyes.
Exactly. Same exact thing. One and done. They might not get swept, but they still be one first round exit. Just won't be a sweep.
Yeah, I like Booker and Booker, my man, but Booker takes too many shots.
They need a point guard.
Man,
Most
I'm gonna
definitely.
be honest with you. I was upset when they made the trade. I felt like the Suns to me was scary. You know what I mean? When they had Monty Williams, if Ayton just would have went to a go-go or something, and I mean, I don't mean to say would have, you know what I'm saying? Like if he just would have watch Fight Club a whole bunch of times or something, and just found the dog in him, go to an MMA fight, something, they would have been better, man. That Suns team was scary to me. They had swag and they was grimy, like, but that team ain't the same. Like,
ain't no saving Aiden, man. Aiden career is over with.
Word, like
he's about to be a journeyman.
Right, right. Like, and I'm just looking at the Suns, but I don't know. It's something missing. I think they might be better than what they are. They probably maybe it is they need the right coach. Maybe that's what it is.
Yeah, it's gonna
guard again.
It's gonna take a little time. I was like, yeah, what y'all know about this Ron Holland kid?
The only thing I know, he played for the Ignite team.
Who got him?
I don't know too much about him, but the only thing about Detroit is why you keep loading up on guards. You got like that's all your team is built around is guards.
Yeah, they just got, man, I don't even understand it. Got Cade Cunningham, and they just got rid of Monty Williams. So who is their coach now?
They don't have one yet.
They don't have one yet.
Yeah, question mark.
I couldn't even get out of joke. I was gonna say something like, I think they got a computer.
Yeah, they got it. They about to have an AI robot controlling their team, man, walking up and down the floor.
But I don't understand why they wait so late to fire Monty Williams. Like, if you was gonna fire Monty Williams, you should have already done it. Had your head coach search, and got a guy in there so you can know what type of, where to go in the draft, what type of guy you need, what type of moves you need to make. But firing him now and then drafting without a coach, and then you got a coach to come in there and then he got to work with what he got instead of what you should have worked around him with. I don't understand. I don't like that.
Scary.
You want to know why?
Position.
Detroit don't have a real GM.
Oh.
It's like Monty Williams is a coach
they fired him too.
You supposed to let build your culture.
Right.
That's what he did with Phoenix. He built the culture.
Right.
Now, yes, him and Aiton didn't get along, but you're not supposed to get along with every player that you come across. You know what I mean? All you supposed to do is supposed to coach them, guide them, and put them in the best predicaments that you possibly can.
Right.
And Detroit ain't looking to do that. Detroit, I don't know what Detroit plan is. Detroit been messed up since they never drafted Melo. You know,
they still
since that draft, that team has been trashed on far as drafting, man. So I don't know what's Detroit plan, honestly.
I know it's not. I was having conversations. We were trying to figure out why Sam Cassell has not got a job yet. You know, he's won 3 championships playing. I mean, 3 playing, and then 1 as an assistant coach. Been a consistent coach for 15 years. Why can't he get a job? You know what I'm saying? I don't want him to get that job though. You know what I'm saying? Because they get good coaches.
Give him that job. I say give him that job.
They gon' man. If it don't work, I don't trust them.
But you got to give him a right GM that's going to give him good pieces.
I'm with you on that. But Casey, I just know Casey, Monty Williams, and there was somebody else they got rid of. And these coaches at other places was, you know what I'm saying, a player of the month and all these different things. And they got to give them time. Like everybody knows, you got to give them time, especially if you don't have the talent.
Yeah, everybody in win now mode for whatever. Even if you ain't got to win now to roster, everybody in win now mode. We got to hurry up and make a move. I don't know what it is because Detroit, y'all ain't got nothing but time. You know, let Cade Cunningham, mature maybe, make a couple trades, walk the band. But everybody, I don't know, man. I blame social media a little bit. Maybe they listening to the fans, yelling at them or something. Like, let's just do something.
Man. I don't know Detroit, man. They going backwards, man. I ain't gonna lie. I actually thought coming into this season, this past season, the way Detroit played last season, because they lost a lot of games in which they should have won, which they had a lead and lost in the 4th quarter. So a lot of teams had to play 4 quarters to beat Detroit, and Detroit just lost it in the 4th. So I thought coming into this past season, Detroit was gonna take a step. It might have been like a play-in team. Mm-hmm. The way they challenge teams, but they went all the way back. I mean, that's got to be studied how they go back like that. I don't understand that.
Yeah, me neither. That's why I was saying that you should have let Monty. You've seen that, like you said, that it was losing by close games. It takes you 4 quarters to beat this team, so that means the culture has to be finished established. Let these guys mature a little bit. Of course, you know what I mean. When you keep losing by 1 point damn near every game, you're going to be like, hold on, something has to change. We're going to have to find the best rotation. Who's going to play the last 5 minutes? Let's hold the ball a little bit long. Play harder defense. That's what that's when you're supposed to let your coaching and your maturity supposed to catch up with them. But like you said, Detroit is just
backwards.
They just Detroit, man.
They a mess, bro.
Motown. I think the Detroit Lions done turned around and got much better since the Pistons. I mean,
oh yeah, that's
most
crazy.
Definitely.
I was gonna say for who did y'all? Well, we talking about the draft anyway. And I know they're gonna do round 2 tomorrow, just so we can see Bronny James go to a team. I mean, everybody know what's going on. Do y'all think he gonna land in the league or no? Nah?
I plead the 5th for what might incriminate me and everybody judge me. So I'm gonna keep quiet.
Nah, I believe at first. I ain't even gonna lie. I had did an episode couple episodes ago, and I said I don't think Bronny was ready to take that leap into the NBA. Simple fact that I feel like he's going to the NBA under his father's shadows. And then I could see if LeBron would have retired, just hypothetically, would Bronny get this much hype? You know what I mean? And I think that the answer would be no.
Right.
But honestly, to look at his workouts, look at his maturity, his work ethic, I think now it's safe to say that it's okay to draft Bronny. we already know that he's not going to be your game changer. He's not going to change your team overnight. We already said that with even the top players in the round one players is not going to be your game changers overnight. So I believe that there's a place for Bronny. And it looks like he's going to be landing with my Lakers. If Dallas don't come around and try to steal him. And at first I was against it, but then when you really start looking at it, let's bring in some young talent in. That's the only if LeBron can still attract young talent, use that as an advantage, because honestly, LeBron can't attract the right talent to LA, man. Because look at Gabe Vincent. It was a no-show last year. Austin Reeves got that nice contract, and he didn't take that next leap of being that guy yet. So, yeah, and the list can keep going on. So, I think that while you still have LeBron, you might as well go ahead and take Bronny, so we can go ahead and keep that some type of relevance going on. And I think that Bronny, he's not going to be your, like I said, he's not going to be your star. He's not going to come off your bench and averaging 20 points off their first year. He's going to be a pretty much a project type guy.
Yeah.
But why not be LA? Why not? Or any NBA team, in my opinion. I think any NBA team can win with Bronny as on your bench as your developer type guard.
Yeah. I mean, I think so. I'm a little reserved on Bronny just because I didn't see enough in college to give me and let's just be honest, as a sports analyst, somebody that can really break down the game. I can't say that I was watching Bronny play and felt like this dude is ready for the professional level, especially seeing how Lonzo Ball came into the league, how they doing, not for the worse or the better, how they doing Caitlin Clark. These dudes gonna eat Bronny alive, bro, just because he's, LeBron's son and this, that, and the yada. Whatever he did in Combine, it's gonna be a totally different world when you're going up against, for the worse or the better, Pat Beverly. You know what I mean? So, I mean, what you
Pat Beverly, man, get out of here.
I'm definitely coming in
just
now.
somebody that's gonna take that challenge. You know what I mean? Because how Pat Bev put his name on the map, locking up Lonzo. We didn't really pay attention to Pat Bev before that moment, but he went viral doing that.
We're talking about Alonzo Ball, who was not a scorer, not an aggressive scorer. We're talking about Alonzo Ball, who was supposed to be the next Magic Johnson, just passing the ball. Of course, you can lock up a passer. That's easy. All you gotta do is get in front of him and make him do what he do best: pass the ball.
I'm saying the veterans taking up the mantle of shutting you down just because your height.
That ain't shutting down. No, what was the hype was when Ben Simmons came into LA and said, "No, we ain't gonna do this Lonzo Ball talk. I'm gonna show y'all who's the real number one pick, who y'all should be talking about." That was shutting down. We talking about Pat Beverly now. You know what I mean? Don't get me wrong. He made it to the NBA and everything. I give him that. But Pat Beverly ain't no lockdown defender. When have Pat Beverly been on the first NBA defensive team? We ain't talking about no second. We a lot of people can make second.
Okay, let me throw another name. Drew Holiday or Derek White. If they decide, all right, we got Bronny James, he on the Lakers. We got to make a point. This dude ain't ready for the big leagues. You think Bronny James gonna look good on the court versus
eventually
the 2 weak defenders right now? I mean, that's what I'm. That's the point I was making.
How could he? You're talking about a guy who just stepped into the NBA. We're talking about a baby. Would a baby look good against us and playing hooping?
I'm saying he ain't ready as a rookie. I mean, respectfully, some rookies come into the league a little bit more developed. LeBron, I mean, excuse me, well, his name is LeBron, but Bronny ain't gonna be ready. And I'm sorry, let me click on that. Let me what you think about Bronny James, bro?
I think Bronny, he would more so help a team that's kind of like already in contention, that's kind of already got their rotation set where he ain't really got to ask to do too much. I ain't really like what he did at USC. I don't think he did enough, and I think a lot of that had to do with the heart condition he dealt with.
Thank you, B.
I wouldn't have been mad I wouldn't have been mad if he had went back to USC another year and upped his stock. Because I mean, even in the weak draft what we talked about, he's still gonna be a second rounder. So you ain't going nowhere but up if you go back. I understand next year's draft is gonna be a little better, but you also should have gotten a little better at USC too. I think the other guard was Isaiah Carley. I think he better
He is.
than Bronny. He like a borderline first round pick. He been sliding, but still not out of the first round though. But back to your point, like Bronny, he'll be serviceable to a team that's damn near going to the finals.
Yeah.
Where he won't be in the rotation. They already got a set rotation. And if he do come in and play, it won't be a whole lot of minutes, and he'll just have a specific role, like on defense.
I respect that. Oh, well, my boy Donovan Clingan just went to Portland. Sorry, I was waiting for him. I told y'all Stefan and Donovan was the two dudes I was seeing where they dropped at.
Well,
Sports Professor.
Let's keep our fingers crossed with him going to Portland, because Portland, when they draft centers,
knock on wood, bro. Knock on wood.
Bill
Walton got a championship now. I'm sorry. Sports Professor, you want to cook on this Bronny James take real quick? You think he gonna land somewhere tomorrow, or what you got?
He gonna land somewhere. He gonna land with his daddy. I mean, come on now. We know LeBron controls everything that happens in his universe, and if you think that Bronny James, after he said that, was not going there, I guarantee you, LeBron has probably called most of these GMs and been like, "Look, son, you even think about taking my son? I'm gonna come over there. It's gonna be me, Magic Johnson, and Pat Riley. We're gonna all be in suits because Pat Riley gonna be mad too because he a former Laker. We might have Phil Jackson with us. Nah, for real though, what are most teams gonna do with Bronny James? The best that you can hope for is that he becomes a lockdown defender because of his wingspan and because of his vertical. Yeah, he has no handles, so he can't be a point guard, right? I mean, even though, and granted, I give him this, Andy Enfield at USC had him playing out of position. I'm a UCLA fan. I watched USC plenty of times. They had him playing out of position. They did him no good service. They did him a disservice, excuse me. So at this point, you're hoping that he develops into as you mentioned, like a Derek White or a Jrue Holiday, right? A little bit of offensive juice, but really locking people down with the defense. That's what you're hoping for at this point.
Right. I like that take. Did you cook on this, man?
Nah, man, you've been kicking me to the curb. I see how it is. Smiling.
Oh, shit.
Well, I remember you said you reserved.
So just to let y'all know, I live in Virginia. I grew up in Woodbridge, but I was born in Akron. I was born in Akron. So I really don't like talking about anything dealing with LeBron because I get a little. But Tony always poking the bear, Slim. You feel me? You're always poking the bear, and I be like, you know what? I got God in my heart. So, but of course, and he deserves to be in the league because there's a lot of stars whose sons are in the league and they don't do anything but sit on the bench and on the side. So you damn right. And Bronny actually has a following. When you get in the league or you're doing anything with entertainment, yes, you got to be able to play at a level. But if you also can sell tickets, and Bronny gonna be able to sell tickets. It may just be for a little while, or it may be for the long run. He's humble enough to realize I'm not my dad. I'm not trying. He's not trying to be Austin Rivers. Y'all remember Austin Rivers? Remember how he played for Duke and he was a big time basketball player?
He was big time?
Huh?
He was big time?
That's what I want to hear.
I mean,
that's what we doing. That's what we doing.
He was hyped up, right. He was hyped up to me, right. Yeah.
But KG stamped him and said that this boy got that drive in him. But was he able to do that in the league? Did they give Austin Rivers, did they really give him a chance to be who he is? What y'all think?
Austin Reeves?
No, Austin Rivers.
No, he's talking about Austin Rivers. No, he's talking about Austin Rivers. Had a chance. And look, let me say this. He had a chance because he was coached by his dad. That's why he had a chance. He was coached by his own dad. So if you can't get nothing done with your dad coaching you, then you're right. You're not a star.
Yeah. So, and didn't he play for like 6 different teams?
Word. So what I'm getting to is it's because it's LeBron James' son. It's LeBron James. Everybody blowing it out of making this big thing. But I like what my man said about that heart condition because that scared me. One thing about LeBron had been healthy for the longest. And something like that, I felt like he should have sat out a year. But now I'm seeing with this draft and how sorry this draft is, why they was trying so hard to see if they can clear him and maybe he would be healthy. Because this is part of it. I remember when Joakim Noah had won a championship, and he was a big college star, and they was like, "Why don't you join the draft?" And he said the NBA is boring, so he stayed another year. A lot of guys would just they just stay in college and keep playing when they draft class could be high. They could be top 3. But bottom line is, I'm gonna answer the question. I do think he gonna make it. If he don't, hey, he can make back in. I don't think he gonna be. I don't think he gonna be some. I think he just gonna be an NBA basketball player. That's all you got to do.
I respect that.
If Pritchard can be playing for the Celtics, then Bronny James can at least come in and make a mark on the team.
Whoa. Peyton Pritchard can at least hit the 3, baby. Come on now.
I'm not knocking him. I'm not saying. I'm just saying
I know.
If he come in and can do what he do, there's nothing wrong with that. Knock down 2 or 3 threes, play some type of effort, because a lot of NBA players, they don't like playing with effort.
Right.
Shout out to my boy Real Goons TV in the chat. Real quick, sorry, gentlemen, to cut you off. I was just backed up on his comments. He was saying Bronny trash. I would say he had one level above trash. I think because he gives effort. Anybody who ever played pickup ball in the park should feel away. Why you say that, Goons? If you drop another comment. When they top 2 stars went out, if he was a dog, he was supposed to step up. That's the truth. USC, he had a chance to be the quote unquote man. Bronny goes undrafted. I'm on. That's my take too, Goons. And that's not disrespect. It's just like I say, if he do another year at USC, he come out and do his thing, and he put up at least, he got to give me 12 to 15 points, man. I ain't asking him to average 20, 25 in college. Just be serviceable, man. Be a role player so I can at least justify your drafting. Heart condition from the new PED. Come on, Goons. Come on.
Whoa.
Nah, I won't put that on Bronny. I definitely think his dad on the juice. On that right. Ryan Garcia.
Allegedly.
Now his dad
Allegedly.
I think he's already. You better leave that alone. There's the other rumors going on with that dude with them glasses and them yellow eyes.
Who? Ryan Garcia?
Hey, man. I was raised in the hood. We don't do that.
Okay, no snitching, no
snitching. No snitching.
Don't do that.
Respectfully. I agree though. As far as Bronny goes, good kid. I like Bronny. I watched him grow up, on the social. So he's never, as far as when he's on social media doing his interviews and all that, he's never quote unquote rubbed me the wrong way. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, when you're on the court, me being a basketball player myself, I'm gonna be honest, bro. If it was all of us lined up right here, Maui, I'm picking y'all before I pick up LeBronny James off of from what I've seen so far. Just respectfully, I'm like, hey, yo, give me Dev. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking right past Bronny James, and I don't care what your name is at that point. We're trying to win.
Damn, Rob Bellingham did go to the Spurs.
I like that, bro. I love that because I want to see him and Castle might be nice. They might be nice together, bro. That might be a nice combination because Stephon playing defense can score a little bit. Dillingham, I went to jump off your take earlier, Dale. I think young man could be the next Kyrie, bro.
I told y'all, man, that was a good move for the Spurs, man. Bring in a guy that could control the offense. You can take some eyes off of Wemby just for a couple seconds, and also can find Wemby. It ain't that easy to ain't that hard to find them, but you know what I mean. But
75,
right.
Oh man, I love that. The Spurs might be my new team, bro. I'm taking this.
If you missing him, you having some problems. You ain't a point guard. Hey, by the way, if you missing him, you ain't a point guard. You Jeremy Sohan. That's who you are.
Man, you ain't an NBA player.
I'm sorry, but I missed. I was looking at this tape because they showing. Well, I don't know if y'all watching the draft. They showing Stephon and Dillingham right now, bro. We got to do a live on that, man. We're gonna pop out. We're gonna break down these picks on the next episode, fellas. If y'all ain't too busy, You know what I mean? I'm trying to get this thing off the ground, man. We're gonna have to talk about this one. I'm excited for this.
Oh yeah, because it's a lot of unexpected. I didn't, especially
Yeah.
with the Hornets. I didn't think the Hornets was gonna take
Yeah. Who that? Holland?
to not the Hornets to what's the to John Saloon.
Oh yeah. I seen that picture. Yeah. I don't know too much about his work. He a pretty good player, bro. You know about him?
Ooh, made him fall.
I started watching some film on him like a couple weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
To me, I think I'm not saying he can be a Giannis, but I'm saying he can be something close to it if he got the work ethic. Because he coming into the league at like 18. He already like 6'9", 6'10".
Yeah.
He can shoot the three, he can defend, and he can move without the ball. And he a little bit more chiseled than what Giannis was when Giannis came in the league. And you see how Giannis been chiseled up.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, he could be one of them. To me, he could be one of the players that probably got the highest ceiling in the draft.
Really? You giving him that?
Yeah, man. If you look at his build, his wingspan, he don't got the best ball handling skills, but neither do Giannis. But once he make a move to the basket, he put the body on you and kind of get, because he's 6'10".
Right.
So he kind of get what he need to get going to the basket anyway. And it's not really no step back. It's not really no dancing. It's just a straight line to the basket. Like when he going to the basket, that's the only place he's going. He's not stepping back. He's not doing none of that. He's just going straight to the basket. So if he got the work ethic, he could really be something. Now, the only thing about it is he in Charlotte. He's just in an organization that don't really do much. So that might be an issue.
All right, we're gonna have to get your son on our scouting report, Goons. Young man, he called it. They're talking about Dillingham to the Spurs. I like that pickup for the Hornets too, Ralph, especially. And I think that I'm interested. We were talking about it a little bit. Are you familiar with the young man Donovan Clingan, sports professor?
Oh yeah, from UConn, yeah. Oh yeah.
What about you, Maui?
Oh yeah, I've seen him play in the championship.
Let me ask you, what you think about him going to Portland? What you think about that move? Because I'm invested in that.
I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't watch Portland that much this year, but
they just traded him. My bad.
I'm gonna be perfectly honest with you. Didn't see much of them, but I know they've been quiet too. I know Chauncey out there, so he's gonna try to build up something. So I ain't gonna knock it. You know what I mean? I know Ayton ain't doing too well, and I don't even think the point guard that they was invested in, he's not really doing too well. So hey, anything is possible.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I mean their backup too. Their backup is Rob Williams that they traded from us, so from the Celtics. Mm-hmm. So yeah, they got to pick up somebody that's going to give them some good minutes and be able to play, that center position for them. So why not give it a shot? Who happens?
No, they got DeAndre Ayton up there too.
That's what I'm saying.
Right, but that's what he said. He didn't say he didn't play that well last year. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
he
didn't, and he probably didn't play well because he knew he walked off when he was with the Suns. Like, man, oh my God, I made it to the championship and I'm out here in Portland. The weed and all that.
Fellas.
I mean, I think the Sun screwed him too, because I'm sorry. I mean, again, I saw a lot of DeAndre Ayton play at Arizona because I'm a UCLA fan, and I thought he was really good, and I thought that they used him. They did a disservice to him. I think they could have used him a lot better. I think Monty Williams kind of soured on him and just kind of gave up on him a little too early. But that's just my personal opinion.
Yeah.
I hope they move him so we can try to get him. We need a big in Atlanta. Oh, and Rob Dillingham, they just traded him.
Well, they traded.
Oh, the Spurs traded Dillingham?
Yeah.
Yeah, they traded him to Minnesota.
Oh,
wow.
What? Damn, that's a good fit for Minnesota though, because they got Slow-Mo Anderson as their point guard right now. So Dillingham can speed that up.
Now you got somebody that can help. Mike Conley can start doing that veteran mentorship on him, showing him how to really run the offense.
Yeah, that's gonna be.
Conley getting a little tired in the playoffs. That was kind of late.
Minnesota though. I mean,
that's what Minnesota really needs: a quick score, somebody that can take the pressure off of Anthony Edwards a little bit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because like I said, Dillingham, he's like a microwave to me. Shorty can heat up real quick.
Right.
So if he can learn his role with Minnesota, and like I said, learn take Mike Conley guidance, you know what I mean, as he guiding him through his tail end of the career, man, I think that's a good fit for Minnesota. That's a good look for them.
And let's not forget, Minnesota is this close, gentlemen, this close to getting over the hump. Like, I mean, most of us would have wanted them to beat Dallas, and so if they can pick up the right pieces that can fortify that bench, man, that could be a championship team. Even though a lot of people hated on that Rudy Gobert trade.
We got Zach Edey to Memphis. What y'all thinking about that one, fellas?
To Memphis.
Zach Edey to Memphis.
Wow.
Memphis just picked up Zach Edey.
My
That
opinion,
doesn't seem to fit with that style of play, right?
Nah, it don't.
yeah, because I thought Memphis was like
back to the 4.
I thought Memphis was a run and gun team, really, and
Right, that's what I'm saying. Right,
and Edey is not a run and gun type center. So I'm guessing. I guess that if they want to replace Steven Adams, I guess that's like a younger version.
Yeah, but Adams is more mobile. Adams is at least can run the floor.
Yeah, that's why I was saying. I guess you want to go with, but I guess if they want to go defense, rim protector, that's your guy. You know what I mean? Because you got JJ roaming around. You even though JJ is a former defensive player of the year, I think that it will wind up being a good work for them if they want to go on the defensive side and not be so much run and gun anymore, because you still got Marcus Smart that's pretty much leading your defensive assignments. So if Memphis want to go that defensive route, then good pickup.
You might need to do some jump rope. Jump rope, and you like to slim up a little bit, get his endurance and speed up, but.
He go out to run some.
That's Memphis. I don't know if you ever had barbecue before, but barbecue in Memphis is different.
It is, bro.
You see how big Marcus Saul got when he went to Memphis?
Yo, I'm not playing.
when he got drafted.
Marcus Saul was already a big guy before he even came to Memphis. Before he went to Memphis, that's why the Lakers got rid of him so quick.
Yeah.
Can a 7-2 man run suicides though? Because they're gonna need that man to run some suicides.
Yeah, that's the whole thing about being professional, man. Like they do have a style of play, and Ja is the star, and you know what I mean,
right?
So, the play.
Hey, he might be the guy that can start the fast breaks though. Rim protect,
right?
You know what I mean? Block it, get it down to Ja. Ja can do his little 5 seconds or less type, offensive strategy where he likes to do. So that that can be one way Memphis can kind of look at it.
The only problem with that is I was just gonna say the only problem with that though is that then Ja Morant is your only offensive option.
Well, Jackson is there.
Well, you still got Desmond Bane.
Desmond Bane
there too. That's right.
Yeah, they got some options.
But for the most part, you're gonna be going to Morant every time.
And JJ proved that he was able to score over 15 points. This year. So
okay, I give that to you. I give it to you.
Dude, I think the biggest thing for Edey, the worst thing for Adams was Adams get hurt too much, and he falls down too much. Like you got to stay on your feet. So I'm wondering if Edey is he an Iron Man? Like, you know what I'm saying? Does he get hurt a lot? That's my main thing, is if he could just stay healthy. I think that's one of the most important things to have a playoff team, if your team can stay healthy. He's a big dude. It's hard to replace that.
He got the size of Yao Ming, and we saw what happened with Yao Ming. So,
yeah. I don't know if y'all familiar with Cody Williams, but he is Jalen Williams, the young man standout, pretty much the number 2 option for the Oklahoma City Thunder. His younger brother just got drafted. I forget where he went to.
He went to Colorado.
Yeah, Colorado.
No. What team he went to?
He went to Utah.
Utah. Okay, yeah. We talked about him. He's
Utah picked up Cody Williams. Okay, all right. Wow.
Yeah.
Interesting.
That's a good pickup. We got my Bulls. Hold on, fellas. Just let me get my heart medicine, man, because these motherfuckers. We got
to get Dalton watch. Don't get Connect watch.
Man, y'all about to get another guard.
And bro,
after this trading to get a guard,
you gotta replace Lonzo somehow.
Yeah, y'all gonna get Dalton Connect watch.
It's that dude Matisse Bazul, I think they
I'm
gonna
gonna
get.
die
I
if
would
they
take
get
him.
either
I
one
would
of
take
them. I'm gonna die. Please.
Bazilas from the G League. I can't pronounce his
Right
name, but
right after they traded Caruso too. Go ahead and pick up him so I can laugh, Tony. Please. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
bro. That's what. Once I seen we had the 11th pick, I was like, all right, this ain't really a draft. I had a pony, or as far as one of the kids I was really going for. But I'm like, watch we get somebody that we don't like. This dude, he may not even be heard of. He just just off the papers
I
in
think
another
y'all might
year or
get
two.
Dalton B. And for real. And Dalton shoot 40% from the 3-point line, and he'll yam on you. He'll yam on you too, and he can dribble.
I got the same philosophy that I have for Jerry Jones. I got it for Jerry Reinsdorf. Right? I believe the year Jerry Jones no longer is running the Cowboy show, the Cowboys
so
gonna win a
stupid.
Super Bowl. The year
No, it's true.
Jerry
though. It's true.
Reinsdorf stops running my Bulls, bro, we gonna get another Jordan. We gonna be another we doing one another. We gonna be back in prominence.
I
Another
gotta
3.
let that go. That's the
Jerry,
problem.
man.
Hey, that's the problem, man. Y'all
That's the
still
real
hanging
problem,
on.
B.
Y'all still hanging on 97.
Y'all gotta
We
let that go.
we almost in 2027.
We
Oh,
ain't got nothing.
hey, let it go. Let it go.
We
No,
ain't
I
got nothing.
mean, hey,
We ain't
I
got
got a
nothing.
question to ask you. I gotta remember the dude's name, but I'm gonna wait till next time because you're from Chicago. But yeah, y'all, that's the real issue. Be like people be holding on to the past, and the Lakers did it, and thank God they got Kobe and Shaq. You know
Look,
what I mean?
respectfully, I don't hold on to the past in the sense of like, living out my
Hey,
glory days. I hold on to the past
yo,
because
Tony, no, wait a second. Hey, who called Matas? Who called Matas
oh,
Buzila?
that's what they got.
that's what we pick
Damn,
up.
I just said that. Yeah,
Matias,
I said,
I'm not
yeah,
mad at that pickup. That's a nice pickup for us.
Who
It's
they
just
get?
that we don't got
No,
nothing
I know,
around
I
it.
know.
We don't got
yeah, because
nothing.
That's why I'm listening.
you gonna lose one or both of DeMar DeRozan or Zach LaVine at some
Which
point. So
I'm cool
Yeah,
with
that's
that.
true. That's true. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm not mad at that pickup. It's just we don't got nothing
Who do they
around it.
get?
Well, it doesn't say the pick is in yet.
Matas Buzilis.
yeah,
Buzilis?
my top was yeah
Buzilis?
for the G League.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, he like
Yeah,
6'10".
not a
What?
bad pickup. But fellas, I'm sorry. Let's move to free agency real quick because I wanted to get y'all takes on some moves that we got going on. Of course, we talked about the Kevin Durant, possibly the Houston. I've been hearing Golden State and Paul George. Man, what do y'all think about that? I'll start with you, Mally. Do you think that'll fit?
I don't know. They acting like Paul George is the damn draw four in Uno or something like that.
Wait, jeez Louise.
Everybody want Paul George for some reason, man. I'm sitting here
Yeah.
like, I'm gonna be honest. I'd be shocked if he leave Cali. If you pay attention, all them stars from back then that was from LA and all that, they all there. They ain't trying to find his way back to Cali now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And DeRozan. I seen him in the concert with Kendrick.
Yeah.
He trying to,
Right.
you know. I'm just tripping how everything is Paul. Every team won't. I heard Boston. I heard New York. I heard Philly. And now the
Wow.
70s, like now the Warriors, I'm tripping off that. So I don't know. I even heard the Pacers.
What you think, Dev? What you think about this Paul George move, bro?
Paul George, if I'm him, go to state sounds nice. You know what I mean? But if you go to state and you do a sign and trade, you're gonna have to trade away some of them key young pieces that you have that go to state have, like a Kuminga, Moses Modi. You're gonna have to give up some
Kevin
draft
Looney.
picks. You already great in the verge of losing Kevin Looney. You know, you're gonna have to give up a lot just to bring in another star. And if you lose some of them key pieces that which Golden State should always should keep a bench because that's their strength is the bench. But if you give away some of these good assets for Paul George, who a guy that's not going to play good in the playoffs because he's not going to really show up at times because of injury. So if you had to deal with injuries throughout the whole year, why are you going to lose to Andrew Wiggins or Moses Moody or Kuminga for Paul George? If I'm Paul George, I will go back to the Indiana Pacers. That team already showed me that they are just missing a true scorer. And that's what Paul George is. Tyrese Halliburton is not going to be the guy that can always score 25 points a night because he's like to get his other guys in. So if he like to get his other guys in, if you want what's my man Shepard to grow up a little bit, to mature a little bit, why not bring in a vet like PG? He's already loved in Indiana anyway because that's what he got drafted to, and he helped that team go to the Miami Heat against the Eastern Conference Finals a couple years ago before he took that tragic injury. So I think that the Pacers should try to hop in this mix to bring in, another star that can help Tyrese Halliburton. So if I'm Paul George, the team already showed me that they can get to the Eastern Conference Finals if they healthy and if they have another star. So if I can stay healthy, go back home to Indiana, because in LA it ain't working for you.
Did he play for Carlisle? He played for Carlisle back then, didn't he? With the Pacers.
No, that was
that was Nate McMillan.
Or was Mick McMillan and Frank
I know he
Vogel?
played for Vogel.
Frank Vogel, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean Frank Vogel. That's
bad.
who he had.
What do you think?
He had Roy Hibbert and David West, and even when he had what was the guy? Danny Granger in front of him.
Yeah.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
What you think?
Lance Stevenson.
What do you think?
I think that I actually, as Dev was talking about that, I started to agree more and more. Pairing him with Tyrese Halliburton at his age as a veteran who can go ahead and spread that knowledge. You got Pascal Siakam there. That could work really well. Now, the original rumor was Paul George to the 76ers. And I thought that him with Tyrese Maxey and Joel Embiid, I thought that would be a good fit as well. Now, I see Dev shaking his head, and I'd love to hear why not. Because
injuries.
Okay.
Only because I feel like you're still gonna have Tyrese Maxey trying to be that one star, and we already see Embiid can't really go the whole 82, and when he try to go in the playoffs, he's going in limping, and Paul George is not going to be there, in the playoffs, so it falls on Maxey again.
So you would send him to Indiana because Halliburton is going to play 82 games. And
he's not going to play 82 games, but at least he's going to play at least 73.
But right.
Somewhere up in that range. And Pascal Siakam is going to at least play up in the 70s also. So that means Paul George don't have to be the guy every night.
Right. Got it. Okay. No, that makes sense. Yeah, I like that.
What you think, Ralph?
Indiana ain't bad. But I don't know how true it is, but I think he kind of want to stay on the West Coast. But like you said, Indiana ain't bad. But if you want to stay on the West Coast, like you said, Golden State going to give up a lot of pieces.
Yep.
If you want to stay on the West Coast, probably somewhere like Sacramento, maybe. Because I think they already tried to trade for Levine. But I think his contract or something, they ain't like that, so they pulled back off of that.
They just signed Monk to that nice contract.
Yeah, they got Monk, De'Aaron Fox, and Sabonis.
That's not bad. That's not bad either.
And, what's the other dude? Keegan Murray.
Keegan Murray.
Oh yeah, Keegan Murray. Keegan Murray.
Yeah, he there. So you might have to give up something like a Davion Mitchell, Kevin Huerter, Lyles.
And they just gave up. What did they give up to get Huerter?
I like that. I do like that.
Huerter from us.
Didn't they give up a first round pick for Huerter? Like a late first round,
yeah.
I thought.
Yeah, like a late first round pick.
Yeah, I wouldn't give up Huerter just yet, then, because that's how shoot. That's the king shooter, and in my eyes.
He's
but Keegan Murray and Donovan Mitchell, and throw in a draft pick, I can see that working, in Paul George's favor because he ain't got to be the number one guy there.
Yeah.
Right.
Nah.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, any free agents on the board, gentlemen, that you all think will land somewhere and be a good fit for a team? I mean, I had a list of the free agents. I can't think of anybody off the top of my head, but
it's weak. It's weak.
Yeah, it's kind of weak, but I got two names. I can just throw, just to keep the conversation rolling.
What you got, dude?
Klay Thompson. I think that I got two teams for Klay Thompson. I think the Orlando Magic's potentially because they need veteranship down there. That's what really stomped Orlando this year was they didn't have no veteran teams to help Pablo carry that team.
Mm-hmm.
And another team we just talked about, Philly. I understand, yes, health is going to be an issue, but if you want to spread and keep the eyes off of Embiid in that paint, and maybe he can live a little bit longer health wise, I think Klay Thompson will fit there to spread the flow out. You know what I mean, a little bit more, and that would spread out for Maxey also.
Mm-hmm.
So, what y'all feel about Klay Thompson then?
Hey, so let me ask you this. I don't know how it's gonna work or if it can work, but do you think that Klay would work in Denver if they don't re-sign KCP?
If he's willing,
Ooh.
if he's willing to take a pay cut,
Hell yeah,
Yeah,
if he's willing to take a pay cut, right? Yeah, exactly.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, if he wasn't to
Yeah,
take a
to
pay
work.
cut, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, will it work though? Because Michael Porter Jr., man, if him and Clay Cole, you sitting at it's another
Michael
trip
Porter, if you don't sit your ass in the damn post and shut up while Klay Thompson shoot threes, get out of here with that.
that's not it. But that's not even
Somebody
the,
gonna cook.
that's not the guys that we need to worry about cooking. We need Jamal Murray to be consistent.
Yeah,
and not throw
KCP
no
is
heat
not
pad on the
KCP.
floor.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
KCP is not.
Right.
KCP get hurt a lot too. He can't move like he used to. You know what I mean? And then he's not consistent. He got his championships, but like Porter is so like Murray is important. They all important, but KCP was one of those ones you thought when he shoot and he make it, you be like, damn, he made that joint.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like when Michael Porter Jr. shoot, you be like, man, who left him open? You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Yeah.
so I think that's
Yeah, I mean, if I'm
think
Denver,
about
I'm
that.
letting them go. Yeah, I'm letting KCP go if I'm Denver. Sorry. You got
Yeah.
Yeah,
If I can get Klay to take that pay cut, yeah, KCP, you out, and Klay, you would be in because Klay don't have to be the second or third guy.
Nope.
And they actually got a big that they actually run through, so he can pass, shoot. Hey, he's a point. Jokic's a point center, so you ain't when he get the rebound, he ain't even got to look for nobody to bring. He bring it up himself and
Right.
initiate the offense.
Mm-hmm.
So all you got to do is just go to your spot and he'll find you. I mean, you know how much havoc there's gonna be if you got shooters and your center's bringing it up, and he can pull it too.
Yeah. And
Yo,
like,
if you substitute Klay for KCP, I may make the Nuggets the favorites over the Celtics. I mean, that's a big pickup. Like even though he wouldn't be starting.
I'm not gonna give him that hump over that just yet because we still got to worry about Klay being a liability on defense. He's not that guy where he used to be a couple years ago.
Right.
You know what I mean? So occasionally he might get cooked a little bit. But
That's true. That's true.
And also what's going to hinder him is he can't just keep standing in one spot.
Right.
You know what I mean? Jokic need cutters. So as much as he needs shooters, he also needs somebody that's going to at least attract the defense to open up the shooters for them. But I still think Klay Thompson can still be a good fit for Denver if he's willing to take that pay cut.
Yeah, I think he could move in Denver because the way they move without the ball in Denver is how they move without the ball in Golden State, kind of.
Mm-hmm.
So he still might be able to kind of move without the ball and still get some easy baskets without necessarily having to shoot the three.
Right.
Well, and also Jamal Murray is your cutting point guard anyway, so he's cutting all the time anyway. So driving the ball into a lane, kicking out. So I think that's good. But also I want to go back to before that, Orlando. Putting him with Pablo Banchero, I think that's a tremendous fit. Tremendous.
Most definitely, because now all they really need is somebody to run the offense. You know what I mean? Especially if you know Pablo is your guy, that's the face of the franchise. Now you got a shooter that, even though he's not the Klay from a couple years ago, but he's still Klay Thompson. He still got that shooting stroke. You know what I mean? So you're going to have to still pay attention to him, and I think that will help the Magics out a little bit more. And he can also spread that little knowledge to say this is how you can get deeper and not just be a first round team.
Right.
Yep.
I would disagree, Dave. He is not Klay Thompson.
Really?
Yeah, he is not Klay Thompson no more, man. I feel like Klay should have retired.
I mean, he's not Klay Thompson, but he still can shoot the ball, though.
He can still shoot
the ball. Come on,
the thing is this, all right? And I seen this on First Take. They be capping, but it was a take where they was talking about is Joe Harris a better 3-point shooter than Klay Thompson, and I had to turn it off because it's like this is Klay Thompson's fault. If he would have retired after 2022, his his mystique, you know what I mean, it still would have been intact. Now we got 2 years. We got 2 years, 2 washed years of Klay Thompson.
Wow.
The next kid, if Rob Dillingham come, he starts shooting high. They're like,
Come on, dog.
You are horrible,
Joe
Tony. You are horrible, Tony.
We had
Wow.
them 2 years when Jordan was in Washington, but we just gonna sweep that underneath the rug, though, right?
no, that's what I'm saying. No. I'm saying as a Klay Thompson fan, I want him to retire so they can stop doing this to him. They're gonna just
Man, he's still a top 100 player. He's still
Yeah,
top
I think-
100.
Come on now.
I think he
Come
had a
on,
major
man.
injury, and it takes some time for the injuries to come. I mean, he still got a championship. Like I did see the difference there, and maybe he's not a starter. Maybe he definitely should come off the bench. You know what I'm saying? Like one person nobody talks about to me with that Warriors team, they never talk about him. Was Sean Livingston? He come off the bench. And he did what he had to do to give you the 15 points, 20 points. And really, that's all Klay really got to do. But nobody
mid-range too.
You know, and there's a bunch of teams out there. He can get off the bench and he can do that too. I think Orlando's great. I was gonna say the Wizard, but Jordan Poole out there, and that might be an issue.
No, don't do that. Don't do that.
You know, and it might be the right. Wherever he go, it might be the right system from him also, or maybe this, the system can bring something out of him. I just think that the Warriors got so much. It was they was a dynasty. B. Everybody lives in the past, and there's just a lot there, man. Like he could never. There was always something wrong, and it messed his money up, and this, and that. And he seems very mental. You know what I mean? Seems extremely mental. But
definitely an introspective person. And you're right, though.
I think he don't want to leave Cali. Also, I think from what I'm hearing.
But you remember what the turning point was, Mal. Remember what the turning point was when you said, remember Klay Thompson? I think he missed like the All NBA team and lost out on like $40 million or something like that.
Right.
Like, and then after that, he didn't recover from his injury fully, and things just started to go downhill. I agree with you. I agree.
Right, and he's. Nobody. I don't think people give him the respect he deserves too when it comes to that dynasty, that Warrior team. Like there was a lot of times Steph and everybody else was messing up, and he stayed consistent. But I don't, like I said, I don't think he washed. I just think that, like even Grant Hill, you go back and watch Grant Hill when he played with Detroit, hurt his ankle, went to Orlando, smelled it up, then he found himself in Phoenix. You know what I'm saying? And he wasn't Grant Hill, but he still was an above average NBA player. He wasn't an all-star either. You know what I mean? So he just might not be the Klay Thompson old, but I still definitely. What do you want? 3 for 50? He want 3 years, $50 million deal or something like that.
Somewhere around that nature.
Hey, give me 15 points a game. We good. Give me 15 points a game. We good. I don't need no more from you.
Give me 15 points a game, and you able to hit clutch threes when Orlando really needed.
That's it.
The only issue is if he go 0-10 in an elimination game, all this is.
Then you're screwed. Then you're screwed.
And I'm scared. And I'm just about to say 2 years. 2 years, 2023, he disappeared, and 2020. Excuse me. 2023 he disappeared, and this past year, 2024, he disappeared. So at that point, just to keep your legacy intact. You know what I'm saying? Get you a podcast. Everybody will listen to what Klay got to say.
No offense. I'm gonna jump in this. We just saw a dude that got a championship, one championship. He was making 12 points a game, and he played for the Mavericks. He didn't look the same to me, and that was Kyrie Irving. He's still playing. Ain't nobody trying to tell him to retire. But can I just get an email? Hold up. I ain't heard nobody say. You know what I mean? Like
I think that'd be a bit of a kind of rush to conclusion. That's why I said we got 2 years on Klay. I wouldn't have said this last year. This time, 2023
drafted another god.
I think Tony be trying to retire people.
Right.
Only because I respect him. I want his legacy to be intact. But
so the Thunder took the dude I said should have gone to the Spurs. The Nikola dude. Nikola Tupic.
Yeah, that's
the Thunder.
Yeah,
the Thunder. The Thunder now trading the possible child molester for Alex Caruso, allegedly. Excuse me, I apologize.
But I was
Caruso.
I was going to bring up the Thunder because I had Harkenstein you know what I mean, as the top free agent for them, you know, to talk about. But now, since they just drafted a young kid, where's that leave Harkenstein now?
Mm-hmm. What you were saying, Ralph?
Oh no, the guard Nikola Topic, who they just drafted. I know he got the ACL, but they can afford to sit him for a year. I mean, they don't need him. They don't need him this year anyway. So,
right.
I was thinking the same thing. Yeah.
Oh, he could be trade. He could be trade bait.
it could be.
Yeah.
Could be.
I mean, because think about it. Before injured, he was a top 3 pick. So obviously, he's got some sort of. They think highly of him. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it'd be about how he comes back from that recovery, I guess, how he looks in rehab. But, I mean, regardless of the fact, OKC can afford to, whether they're going to trade him or keep him, you know, they can afford to let him heal up and then go from there. Because if they have a bum-out year next year, you know, they flame out next year, then it's just like, all right, we got to fleece. We keeping SG.
I don't think so, man. I don't know about y'all, and I kind of want to get y'all's opinion on this, but I think Caruso was a crucial pickup for them. Like, the Thunder needed something like that to push them over the edge, and they're right there on the precipice. Would y'all agree or no?
Yeah, I think that's like. Oh, go ahead, Fuzz. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Cook.
I ain't going to say that he will give them the edge of winning a championship right on point, because I still think that OKC needs a rim protector. And don't get me wrong, Chet Holmgren can be that, but I don't think that you want him in the paint as much. I think you want him to roam a little bit. But I just think they need a real strong presence as a rim protector, because they are up and down team for real. And I think the only way you really want to slow your opponent down is you're going to have a big guy that can really control the game for SGA just a little bit, so he can catch his breath from time to time, and you can wear them down inside the paint. And then now SGA can be your home run guy in the fourth quarter. So I think that's the way that OKC now. Alex Caruso is going to bring up that defense intensity for those guys. He's going to have a lot of fast breaks. He's going to bring some excitement down there to them, because that's just what he did in LA, and he was kind of doing for the Bulls a little bit.
Right.
Was bringing that defense intensity, that two-way type player almost, that he can almost be an offensive threat just a little bit on the offensive side. But I think it's a good move for the OKC. I think that can most definitely.
But they also have Jalen Williams too, right? Though, so I mean, Alex Caruso on the perimeter defending is going to open up Jalen Williams to be kind of that rim protector, though, right? Or I mean,
could be. You know, I mean, it all depends if he's up to that challenge. You know, I mean, I didn't really see him too much rim protecting last year. He was pretty much like that roam guy as I want Chet to be. But you know, I mean, things can change. He might want to take on that ownership though.
Why y'all not talking about my Bulls, bro? Y'all over here talking about the OKC and all this, what they can do. What about
y'all stuck? What do you mean? Nobody want to talk about the Bulls.
Man, the only thing Chicago good for, man, y'all is good for the Windy City, man.
Right? What are we talking about? I don't know what you want to talk about. What are you going to do?
You want to talk about how Lonzo is?
What's your record going to be? Right. Right.
You want to talk about how Lonzo is 85% ready to play this next season? Is that what you want to talk about?
You give me updates on Lonzo Ball's knees, and we'll be all right. All right? That's what you know.
You want to talk about how DeMar DeRozan is also in consideration going to the Clippers?
I want to talk about Michael Jordan three-peating twice.
Oh, back to 97 again. Here
man.
We're going to
living on the edge.
I told you,
we all been there.
What
y'all gonna do with Vucevic?
Hey, it took Cam and Mace to tell Spike Lee, if you don't sit your ass down,
you're so stupid.
You messing it up for us.
Man, nah. I'm living into everybody else's team. You know what I mean? I got to see the Jays grow up and get them a championship. Got to see Steph Curry grow up. So I'm living through a lot of other players, and I'm just waiting on my Bulls, man. I'm waiting.
You're gonna be waiting again.
Keep waiting.
Don't hold your breath either. Don't hold your breath, please.
I hate to say it, the Chicago Bears got a better chance of bringing the chip before the Bulls.
Oh man! Oh damn!
Talk about
it, man.
Talk about it, because you didn't segue us into the next segment. I wanted to talk about a little football. Now I don't know if we're gonna be able to get it all in, fellas. Just for the sake of time, I got a little bit of something else to get into. We got about 25 more minutes, but something that I wanted to get into.
Yeah, we ain't going 3 hours like you did last night, son. Old
Yeah,
debut
yeah.
episode, 3 hours. Like what?
Now this is what this platform is for, so it could be a little bit more long stream.
No,
but
I loved it. I loved it. I listened to the whole thing. I watched it. I watched the whole thing.
And I'm rewatching it now, bro. I'm like watching it like, in bits and pieces, 20, 30 minutes at a time. Got to do something.
But when I saw the timestamp, I was like, damn, 3 hours they was talking. I didn't hear it.
Yeah, man, we made history. That's the longest stream I ever done. That's the longest I've ever gone on this stream. But yeah, I want this to be a little bit more of a long format so everybody can cook, get your bars off. But as far as this NFL stuff, fellas, it's all fantasy football right now, as we still got some time before our teams start clashing. But I just kind of wanted to talk about who you think are going to be your projected top 10s this season. Like I said, we're gonna hit the quarterbacks this round, and then we can get into the running backs, because everybody been on this platform. I meant to say this when we jumped off. Nobody here is a stranger to the platform. All of these gentlemen have been on the Tony Savant channel, so definitely expect for you gentlemen to be back. But top 10 quarterbacks this year, gentlemen, if y'all don't mind, I'm gonna rat off mine real quick. You can tell me if I'm crazy, tell me if it's cap, and then I also like to hear you all's list. But I got number 1, Patrick Mahomes. I think Mr. Mahomes is going to do the 3P thing. So I got to be respectful in that regard. I think Joe Burrow, number 2, is going to make a good resurgence. Number 3, I got my boy, Jordan Love. I think he takes that step forward.
All right. We already got to stop.
Hey,
we already got to stop this nonsense.
I didn't say my list was,
stop this nonsense.
I didn't say my list wasn't biased. I said it's the list. It's just my list. But yeah, I gotta show love to Jordan Love, man. Number 3, whether that's cap or not. Number
cap.
4. I was kind of conflicted with my number 4. I wanted to put Lamar Jackson in there. I know that's Dev boy.
I mean, somewhere, please. I mean, somewhere. Where's Lamar? Somewhere.
I got my selection for NFL MVP last year. And in fact, I had him co-MVP with Christian McCaffrey, Brock Purdy. I think he's going to be number 4. Number
Above
5,
Lamar Jackson?
Can I finish?
Come on, Tony. No. You said we were debating. I'm debating, damn it. No.
Don't feed into it. He's doing it on purpose. I'm telling you.
It's controversial.
We
gotta
get my
views.
reaction.
We're getting the views, fellas. Controversy sells. Okay. Number 5, I got that young man in the Buffalo Bills, Josh Allen. Number 6, I got the reigning NFL MVP, Lamar Jackson. And I'll say this only because Lamar lost a lot of brownie points, and I think me and Deb chopped it up about this when he came on the show. Lamar is all regular season, first round, he that man. But when it comes down to the pressure games, especially when he got to go against the Joe Burrows and the Pat Mahomes, they're going to be there.
Come on now.
Joe Burrow.
That's mad disingenuous.
Thank
NFL is the most ultimate team sport. And I don't care how good of a quarterback you are. I don't care, even Patrick Mahomes. That doesn't mean you're always going to win all the time because you're that good. Your team has to play well as well. And his team has failed out in the playoffs. It wasn't just him. Yeah, he throws interceptions at inopportune times, but let's not get it twisted. Lamar Jackson is still a beast.
Lamar Jackson is indeed a beast. It's 32 quarterbacks. You want to put their backups, so 64. I got him at number 6. I think that's respectable. And I'm also saying that because his defense was there and that rushing attack was there. And it was Lamar last year from what I see.
In the AFC Championship, so we ain't gonna go there.
No, y'all didn't. We talked about that, Dave. So I'm shooting them some bail.
And they got Derrick Henry. They got Derrick Henry now. They're gonna run the ball down everybody's throats.
Well, his ass better be better than 6 then. You better be 6 this year, because I'm being nice. But number 7, I think Jalen Hurts. I think they ripping up that last year's playbook will do him justice. Start over. I think Jalen Hurts is a decent quarterback. So I got him at 7. Number 8, I got the highest paid NFL player in the league right now, Jacksonville Jaguars, Trevor Lawrence. I think that he will justify.
Oh my God, what are we
I think
doing?
we're gonna get a little bit of that Clemson,
what
man.
on earth are we doing right now?
We can't talk about teams with Lamar Jackson.
Jake, man. You sound like hot take Jake.
we can't talk about teams with Lamar Jackson and then put the whole damn franchise on Trevor Lawrence's arm. Trevor Lawrence, I know his numbers ain't there, but I believe. I believe, man. I think that Clemson Trevor Lawrence is still there somewhere. But whether we want to argue about it or not, highest paid player in the NFL as of today's date. Number 9, I got my nemesis, the Detroit Lions quarterback Jared Goff. I think he's gonna have him another step forward year, and also number 10 round.
Okay, what do we? I'm so confused.
Number 10, number 10, I got Caleb Williams, another arch nemesis.
What the? Oh, okay. No. You know what?
Don't
No, I'm
feed
done.
into
I'm
it.
done.
Stay
I'm done.
focused. Come on, fellas. Don't let Tony do it to you. Stay focused.
We getting up the views, fellas. I had to be controversial. Caleb Williams
don't do this. I knew it.
number 10. I think the young.
Though.
I think the young opposite. You know what I mean? Me being a Packers man, I think the young op. I think he's gonna do good, but he's gonna still gonna have 2 losses on this record, and that's gonna be to us at those 2 Sundays. But I'm gonna go around the horn. Because sports professor just can't get out. He can't sit in his seat. I can't see here because I'm interested to see what your list look like now. Go ahead. Let me hear your bars.
You know, I didn't have a list, but I'm about to put you and Hot Take Jake on the same list. That's where I'm going to put y'all. Because y'all are some homers and y'all like to pick your own teams and then hate on people that are against you. Nah, man, we ain't doing this right now. We ain't doing this. I don't even know how Brock Purdy. I don't know how Brock Purdy got above Lamar Jackson. I don't know how Jordan Love got above both of them. But I think you need to move your boy back about 4 places. Move those other 2 up. Move Lamar Jackson up to 3 at the very least because Joe Burrow was injured and shouldn't be a number 2. But I'll let you have that because he is good when healthy. And then the back half of your 5, I don't even know where you were going with that. You lost me at Jared Goff. And then Caleb Williams, I think I sailed off the moon. I'm not sure where I'm at right now. I don't know if I smoked some of that loud earlier and we having some problems, but I don't know what's going on. Somebody help me.
I respect that, bro. I respect it. You know, we're still early. It's still early. We can get our cap out the way. We can get it all out the way. Ralph, go ahead, man. Let me hear your list, big bro.
No particular order. I got Lamar Jackson. Joe Burrow, Pat Mahomes, C.J. Stroud, Jared Goff, Kirk Cousins, Josh Allen, Matthew Stafford, Dak Prescott.
I like that list. Man, I forgot.
By the way, where was C.J. Stroud, Tony?
Yeah.
Where was C.J. Stroud?
I'm gonna take Trevor Lawrence off from redaction. I'm gonna take Trevor off.
All right, I like it.
Okay, you're replacing Trevor with C.J.
Yeah, big bro. Because you put me on game. That's why I had to have you on the panel, bro. Because you always put them down. I gotta redact my statement there. So respectfully, yeah, I like that list a lot. I like that list. You said no particular order. Why Dak though? Let me throw that. Let me ask that.
Well, Dak, he gonna be on the back end. So if I had to put in an order, Dak would be the last one. He would be the 10th one. I mean, Dak is good enough to get you in the playoffs, but he just won't get you through the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? He still have solid seasons, but it's just not what you want in the playoffs as what you saw against the Packers. I mean, I didn't think it was going to be like that, but it was. So, but he good enough to get you that far, but he just not – he ain't going to take you no further. You know what I mean?
I like that. I love that tape. Are we still early? Like we're gonna be able to cook. I'm cutting this tape up, fellas. So in another 3 months when we in the heat of things, and we're like, hey, I told y'all Caleb Williams was gonna be the
man. We're gonna have to revisit this in a few months.
That's why I love it, bro. That's why I love getting it out the way early. Go ahead, Mally, big bro. I'm always interested to hear what you got to say on the mic, bro.
I'm not mad at Trevor Lawrence. I like Trevor Lawrence. You know what I'm saying? Like, he got it's more than to me. It's more than just stats. It's also he got married early. He's marketable. It's a lot of little things. So I ain't mad at Dave. It's on your list, but my list is this. That's all in order. Number 1, Patrick Mahomes. Number 2, Lamar Jackson. Number 3, Joe Burrows. Number 4 is Josh Allen. Number 5 is Justin Herbert. Number 6 is Dak Prescott. Number 7 is C.J. Stroud. I threw Aaron Rodgers up there. Number 8. Just feel like you have to. You know what I'm saying? Because it's Aaron Rodgers. Yeah. I got number 9, Jalen Hurts. And then out of respect, because God raised me right, I went on ahead and put down Jordan Love at number 10 for the simple fact I can't act like the boy didn't ball out. But I'm gonna say this: I'm not a big Josh Allen fan, and we can say we talk bad about Dak Prescott. And I'm not a Cowboy fan, but if you really pay attention, all them quarterbacks is kind of doing that. It's just someone was able to get to the Super Bowl, like Jalen Hurts and Purdy, certain ones, but Josh Allen, you need to start looking at him just like you're looking at Dak Prescott.
He's suspect.
Hey, you know how Stephen A has like his A list every week,
Right.
Tony? You know what I'm talking about?
Mhm.
All right, so Maui's list, if we're doing a comparison, right? Maui's list would be like an A, right? And Tony, your list would be like a E minus, maybe. I'm not sure what happened on the scale of but I'm excited because every other list has been good except yours. So I'm excited to see what Dev got to say.
And since you said I'm gonna make one more redaction,
I'm gonna let everybody know I'm a Steeler. I didn't put any of my quarterbacks on there. That's my word.
As you shouldn't have. Thank you for that. Thank you.
Out of respect of my division, I put number 2 Lamar Jackson, and I put number 3 Joe Burrow. I'm gonna tell you why.
I appreciate that.
Because when Lamar Jackson is healthy, he the king of that division. Regardless of
Come
what
on,
anybody
let's
say,
go.
y'all can speak Joe Burrows all you want to. He only gets success when Lamar Jackson is is hurt.
That's right. Thank you.
Dev, they're talking about your quarterback, bro. Well, you got him on the list. If you call number 1, I'm calling Cap. I'm gonna clip
No,
it
he's
up.
not number
Whoa!
one. I can't do that. You know what I mean? If Mahomes ain't win, this many Super Bowls, most definitely Lamar would have been number 1.
No, I respect
But
that.
in all respect, we all know Patrick Mahomes is everybody number 1.
Got to be.
Yep.
But Lamar is coming in at number 2. He's back to back.
Let's go.
2 MVPs.
I'm not mad at it.
It's nothing.
Tell him.
This
Say it
guy
louder for the people in the back, baby. Let's go.
This guy is also he is the reason why your Trevor Lawrence is the highest paid quarterback right now. Because he was the one that gambled on himself. There was no other quarterbacks that was willing to gamble.
No agent. No agent.
He told people, he told the Ravens organization, if you don't feel like you don't want to pay me, trade me. And teams was scared. They was like, if we do take this guy, we will eventually probably going to have to pay him. That's why teams stayed away from Lamar. They knew that they had to pay this guy. That's why he's number 2.
Okay.
Number 3 is CJ Stroud.
And he brought his mama in to be his agent. Let's go.
CJ Stroud is a number 3, man, because he really showed that Trevor Lawrence ain't going to keep winning that division. He showed you want to be an average quarterback and let your team win that division years before I got here. Let me show you what a real quarterback can do and win this division multiple times. And I think that's where my guy CJ Stroud is good ready to do. Trevor Lawrence would not win the AFC South no more as long as CJ Stroud is healthy. We can run this tape back in the next couple of months. Number 4 is going to be Jalen Hurts because I think that everybody really forgot.
Thank you. Why is Jalen Hurts
that
so
man
low?
was hurt last year? He played through a lot of injuries, and Philadelphia did not know how to really keep this guy survive. So they would the tush push was the only solution that they came up with to have this man be healthy. So we all can't forget that. Remember, he also was another quarterback that took us by surprise to make the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's why I'm going with Jalen Hurts number 4. Josh Allen is number 5. He's that quarterback that he has the potential. The only thing that's keep holding him back that he can't beat Patrick Mahomes in any type of game.
Yeah, facts.
Josh Allen can make any throw on the field. Josh Allen shows that he can win games in the fourth quarter. Josh Allen also he needs to know that he's not the guy that's supposed to be carrying every single time. You have to rely and trust on your defense and your running back. And I think that's what the Bills starting to realize. That's why they got rid of Stephon Diggs. Stop letting him be the guy that making him throw the ball all the time. Run the damn ball. So that's why I put Josh Allen in because he still has that talent. Number 6 is Joe Burrow. And the only reason why Joe Burrow dropped down to number 6 because of health.
Okay.
We all, you know what I mean? And his offensive line is still troublesome.
Yeah, my respect.
So if Joe Burrow can go through health and have that offensive line to protect him, Joe Burrow can probably take back the crown of the AFC North and potentially go, because he already showed that he can beat Patrick Mahomes.
Mm-hmm.
So he's number 6. Number 7 is Brock Purdy. Yes, he's the quarterback. He's the system quarterback.
That's
But
a
Brock
good spot
Purdy
for Purdy.
knows how to play the system well. He knows his weapons. He ain't out here trying to win the game on his own terms. He knows that, you know what? I got Debo over here. I got Brandon Ayuk over here. I got CMC back here. I got George Kittle, who's arguably the number 3 tight end in the league. So why not just play in within the system? Because if I go anywhere else, they're going to try to throw me into the wolves, and I'm going to look like Jimmy Garoppolo.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why Purdy is number 7. Number 8 is Jared Goff. Jared Goff always showed that he had potential to be a top 10 quarterback in this league. I just felt like the Rams was trying to rush him too fast by putting in so many young pieces. You had a young Todd Gurley. You had a young Cooper Kupp. You had a young Sammy Watkins during that time that these guys wasn't mature enough to actually win games in the NFC, really. Mm-hmm. So I think that now what he did in Detroit, we seen the progression 2 years ago. We seen Detroit was knocking on the door the year before that, and we seen Detroit bust through the door. And Jared Goff was a MVP conversation guy. He was in that conversation around week 13. So Jared Goff is number 8. Number 9 is going to have to be Tua. If Tua can stay healthy, Tua and win games.
I like someone finally mentioning Tua. There we go.
You know, Tua can win some playoff games like y'all keep on hounding Lamar Jackson on. If Tua can go deep into December and January, Tua can start making his way up this list, because Tua is now get ready to be eligible for a decent contract for the Miami Dolphins. It's not going to be the big paid contract, but it's going to be something that I believe he's worth having.
Yeah.
And then number 10.
By the way, real quick, Dev, I don't mean to interrupt. Update. Tua is not getting paid the top contract by Miami. They already came out and said they're not going to try to match Jared Goff's contract, so he's going to get paid less.
Yeah, so he's going to get what he's paid, what he's pretty much paid for, you know, because he haven't showed nothing to really be showing that he should get Jared Goff money. Jared Goff had turned Detroit offense around a little bit, so that's why he got paid. And then number 10 for me will be Jordan Love. He showed us potential.
There you go.
Like what Aaron Rodgers did behind Brett Favre. You know what I mean? Jordan Love was a 4,000-yard passer. Jordan Love showed us, even without Devontae Adams, I can still hit my wide receivers. I can still come to close games. And if you put me in the game close enough, I can win it.
Yeah.
So Jordan Love most definitely falls in number 10 for me.
Y'all listening? Talking? You listening to this, man?
I picked him at number 10.
I do. I have a question. Why Dak? But why isn't Dak Prescott in your top 10? That I do have a question with. Dak Prescott should.
Dak Prescott has not won me yet, and I think that the Cowboys had a decent system that where he should be taking that next leap. For some strange reason, Dak Prescott hasn't won those games. He won the games he's supposed to win. He's supposed to beat the Giants. He's supposed to beat the Commanders. And from one game a year, he might beat the Eagles, depending on how the Eagles is playing that week. But we haven't seen the Cowboys beat no elite teams yet. We haven't seen the Cowboys go toe-to-toe with the Chiefs yet. We haven't seen the Cowboys go toe-to-toe. We've seen them go toe-to-toe with the 49ers, and we always seen the outcome of that.
Mm-hmm.
So Dak Prescott hasn't won me. He's a top 15 quarterback in my eyes, but as far as the top 10, he hasn't took that game to the next level to say, I beat a Patrick Mahomes. I beat a Jared Goff. I beat Jalen Hurts consistently, stuff like that. So that's why Dak Prescott is not my top 10.
I respect that. Yeah, I can't argue with y'all's list, gentlemen. I wish I would have heard y'all's list before I made mine now. You know what I mean?
Hey, Dev, one more question though. What about your old man, Matthew Stafford? You don't put him in the top 10 at all.
Nah, because I already got a system quarterback. And that's what Matthew Stafford falls on to me. He's a
Time for him to
gunslinger. But the reason why he couldn't win in Detroit because Detroit didn't build a great system around him. At the Calvin Johnson, who can you really say that Matthew Stafford really threw to down there? So you put him in Los Angeles with a system, but you got your Cooper Cup, you got your OBJ, you got your what was the other wide receiver that played his role? But you have guys probably
Allen,
Robert Wood.
Allen Robinson.
Yeah, Allen Robinson. You know what I mean? You had these guys that knows their roles and knew what to do. They know that Cooper Kupp was the guy that year. Give Mr. Triple Crown the ball as much as you possibly can. That's the system.
Right.
And Matthew Stafford haven't really put an imprint on big games yet in my eyes. You know what I mean? Other than that NFC run, can we name any other time Matthew Stafford put a stamp on the game other than that one game he dislocated his shoulder in Detroit?
Wait, didn't they win the Super Bowl?
Yeah, the Rams won a Super Bowl, but I'm saying other than that Super Bowl run that they had with Cooper Kupp, name another stamp game that Matthew Stafford had underneath his belt other than that game he dislocated.
Oh yeah, no, that would be the only season, but that would be the season and the reason, like Christmas, the season and the reason that I would put him above Jared Goff, because Jared Goff ain't won nothing.
True, but other than Matthew Stafford winning this Super Bowl, will we had this conversation then?
No, you're right. No, it's just that one season. I agree completely. I agree. Yeah. I mean, they're basically the same in Detroit. It's like Matthew Stafford and Jared Goff are basically the same.
I'm sorry, fellas. I just want to jump in and just let y'all know that the Lakers got Dalton Connect. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'm a little nervous.
Replacing Austin Reeves.
That's what I said. I'm thinking like, are they gonna get rid of Austin Reeves? But I'm gonna tell you something.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
Austin Reeves. I'm a little nervous. I like Austin Reeves, man, but
I keep Austin Reeves. I like Austin Reeves.
Yeah,
I like he fell that far.
He actually,
I like Austin Reeves too, but
I like this dude.
He's not consistent. Austin Reeves is not consistent in my eyes.
That's true, though. That's true.
I think he's more of a bench player anyway. He shouldn't be starting.
True.
I didn't think he would fall that far. Dalton Connect.
Yeah, 17.
Nah, he wasn't supposed to. He was supposed to be drafted in the lottery. That's crazy.
Yeah, in the top 10, 12. He was like one of the best shooters coming out.
Mm-hmm. Now LeBron probably gonna have him. You know what I mean? Spread the flow out.
Yeah,
40%, and then like he nasty, man. Like I said, he gonna yam on you. Like he oh, thank God.
Yeah, 6'5", scoring machine. I like that. Yeah, I watched a couple of his. I ain't gonna say his entire games, but I've seen him get busy down there at Tennessee. And, I like him a lot. Hopefully he get to develop. You know what I mean? A lot of rookies don't get to develop around LeBron James. So
that is
well, he's already a senior and he's older, so he's gonna be. He should be fine. He should be fine. He's ready to be coached.
But yeah, Max Christie, how long he been on the wood?
I think he was about 2 years now, going into his third season, if I'm not mistaken.
Is he trade bait? Is Dalton Connect trade bait?
Maybe. You know how you do, young boys.
Because I think.
I mean, it depends. Are they keeping Austin Reeves or not?
Depending on who are you trading, like what star are we trying to get for the Lakers? You know what I mean? If we talking about bringing, let's just hypothetically say PG. Yeah, he can be
I don't
traded.
even want to think that. I don't even want to.
No, I'm just saying, hypothetically, just I mean, just if you want to keep him in LA and the Clippers ain't for him, right. You know what I mean? I think that if I'm the Clippers, I would be interested in that trade bait.
There's another young point guard that I like that played for Memphis. He was on the bench and he played for the Wizards. And that Tyrese Jones, was I saying his name right?
Oh, Tyus Jones.
Tyus Jones.
I like Tyus Jones, man. I don't want CP. CP need to just keep doing his insurance commercial. I'm good.
CP3.
I think y'all still need a point guard though. Out there in LA.
Yeah, because I had it with D'Lo.
I had it with D'Lo too.
Yeah,
Thought it was
Hey,
he's
Houston,
gone.
man.
Can I tell my, these basketball savants? Can I tell my little quick D'Lo story real quick? It'd take probably about 15 seconds. They was playing Orlando, right? So they was playing Dallas. It's a minute left. Lakers up 5. D'Lo has the ball. He dribbles down. It's a minute and 2 seconds. He dribbles down and he shoots a 3. They get the rebound. They bring it down. They give it to Maxi Cleaver. He knocks down the 3. So now, I mean, you already know the story going. I'm sitting there, how you going to be a point guard and you don't understand the clock? If anything, you're supposed to stop, dribble, let everybody set up, and then drive so you can get fouled. You know what I mean? Or make the layup. It's ridiculous. They lost that game by 1.
He lost the playoffs because of LeBron. It ain't got nothing to do with D'Lo.
We talking about D'Lo.
Yeah, but come on now, don't.
D'Lo.
Look, I hate LeBron too, but come on now.
I don't hate
D'Lo
LeBron.
played.
I don't hate LeBron.
D'Lo,
Yes, you do. Yes, you
No,
do.
I
Tony.
don't.
well, yes, you do. Yes,
Yes,
you
you
do,
do.
sir. You may
Yes,
be
you
the
do.
biggest LeBron hater I've ever known in my own
Disgusting,
entire
man.
life.
You worse than
So I
Skip
don't even,
Bayless.
yeah, I don't,
I-
yeah,
I
don't even
don't-
try that. Don't even try that.
It's horrible.
Let me say this.
Yes, he does.
When I'm lying about LeBron, just give me the substantial evidence to show me I'm lying, and I'll change my opinion. If you got substantial evidence, you could present in the court of law because just because y'all say LeBron is this, that, and the third, I don't know. I'm a basketball player. I know what I'm looking at. LeBron James should have retired before he ever put on a Lakers jersey. Because the man ain't played a lick. He ain't played a lick of defense.
Juan should not have done that for the simple fact he's the face of the league and the Lakers needed him.
Again.
And he won a title.
Have to go.
I mean, it was an asterisk, but it's still a title.
I don't know. I don't
You're
know.
wilding about that. Y'all wilding.
Whoa! Asterisk title of the bubble.
I know I get a bad rap with LeBron.
So
bro,
I guess that lockout year title is
disrespectful.
the asterisk too, huh, for the Spurs, right?
That's word,
I mean,
man.
I'm not saying it wasn't. But what I will say is the difference between those two seasons, which was pointed out by our boy Tony Mel from Man Down Sports, Mel Wall. He pointed this out, that the difference between the Spurs lockout season and the bubble season is that during the bubble season, you didn't have no travel, you didn't have no opposing fans, you had fans on LED screens, you had quiet, like it was a very.
But do y'all know how corny y'all sound? Like y'all corny for that though, dude.
It's a different environment. It's a different environment.
That wasn't. It'd be different if it was made that
the
way.
violin. Don't play the violin, Dev. Don't play the violin.
Come on, man.
No, I'm gonna say
crazy, man. They be bugging me out with that. But if they'd have lost and it was the Raptors or the Nuggets or Boston, man, they'd be.
No, I'm still saying
if Jimmy Butler would have won his first championship in the bubble, it would have been all.
It'd even been more of a.
Everybody would have loved it. Jimmy Butler's status would have went to a whole new level.
He was selling coffee like a mug.
No way.
No,
he said selling coffee
like a mug.
I'm gonna be honest. Maybe
Nicholas hoodies and stuff. You know what I mean?
In the back, just.
I'm gonna say this. It's only an indictment against LeBron, because if you calling yourself the GOAT, you know what I mean. You supposed to did that bubble thing. 2020, 2021 should have been a back-to-back. You know what I'm saying, for them anyway. They had the same squad. They reloaded. What happened was what made the whole bubble.
Do you remember what happened in 2021?
It don't matter.
Good. It does matter because the dude in Atlanta ran over his ankle. Y'all forgot about that, huh?
Oh my God, bro! If you calling yourself the GOAT, you know how many Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant won championships with broken limbs. You telling me a rolled over ankle over the 6'8", 6'9" locomotive?
Man, it's buggy. So when did Michael Jordan win on a broken limb?
This is great. This is tremendous.
You know what? I ain't gonna do that because regardless, he got 40,000.
Yeah, he got 40,000.
I ain't got to stick up for him. It is what it is.
Yeah,
I'm cool. I'm not about to do that.
That's why I say I respect LeBron for what he done, what he is. It's just, you know what I mean. When it started, I can nitpick Kobe. You know what I mean? If it entertains you, I can nitpick Kobe.
Don't do it.
No, I'm just saying. I'm doing it to LeBron. it's not exclusive. It's not like I ignore everybody else's flaws. It's like when I bring up LeBron's flaws, though, it brings up extensive debate. If I say Steph Curry ain't the best defender in the world, that don't move nobody's needle. It's just like, all right, But if I say LeBron James ain't the GOAT, here come
I don't have
the
a problem with you
boys,
saying he ain't the GOAT. I don't have a problem with you saying he ain't the GOAT because I live in VA. I'm just born in Akron. My GOAT is Allen Iverson.
I respect
But
that.
when I was looking at some stats today, I said, damn, he got one MVP.
Kobe should have had way more than one MVP. The NBA
Right.
was so biased.
Yeah.
Steve Nash should not have won one of those MVPs. That was
Yeah.
most definitely hands down to Kobe.
Not a
you
damn
look at his
three.
stats-
Shit. Jesus.
When you look at Iverson's stats, B, he was like, that's why he cried a lot because he knew he took advantage of the situation. He didn't really put in his work like he should have. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah,
But-
man, he had the talent. A lot of those naturally gifted dudes, especially back in that era. You talking about Shaq, T-Mac. It wasn't just AI. It was a lot of dudes that
No.
were just naturally.
We talking about AI, baby. We talking about the 757. We talking about Norfolk, Virginia. We talking about bad news. Okay,
talking about
you
the
don't
dude
want
that
to
got
go down there. You
gentleman's
don't want to
club.
know where Allen Iverson was from.
Talking about he got gentlemen. The dude that got gentlemen. We could do the whole game one Ty Lue highlight as much as we want. Fam was at the crib. I got me and Allen Iverson got the same amount of NBA championships.
Damn, that's a bitch.
That's a slap in the
Word,
face.
B. And like I said, he my GOAT. I looked at his stats today and I was like, that's why he be crying all the time because he knew he was bullshit. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
He
and
knew it. I was like, I'm
Allen
thinking
Iverson,
he's way better. I was like, wow.
Allen Iverson was an icon, though. You know what I mean? He had his
Word.
own. He walked to his own, beat his own drum, and at one point in time, we appreciated individuality to that extent. Now everybody just say what the media want them to say. It was a good game, and then no, Allen Iverson like I ain't come to practice, bro. I lost a friend, bro. What you ain't never lost a friend? Like what are y'all talking about?
I mean, as a quick aside though, and I don't think he's on the top 75 list, but I'm putting Allen Iverson top 75 of all time.
Of course.
I don't know if he's on there,
Well,
but I'm putting him on there.
move LeBron back behind Kobe respectfully. Yeah, that's a fact, bro. I couldn't. There's no list I could put. Of basketball players I could make where LeBron is above Kobe. LeBron, man, we're going to stay for the next stream. We're going to have a LeBron only stream.
Yeah, let's save that for the next stream.
Oh,
I
yeah,
ain't gonna
yeah.
be on there.
Man, you
I
can
ain't
go
gonna
down
be
the list about LeBron.
I'm telling you, B.
Oh, no, you got to be on
Money
there,
is
baby.
nasty.
Come
I don't
on.
play that shit.
No, man, we're going to keep it fair. I keep it fair. I ain't go see now when I'm amongst the trolls, because this is my
No,
thing.
I'm good.
Mallory is a LeBron fan. I respect LeBron fans. I don't respect Bron sexuals. When you around here talking about my king and my goat, let's like, come on, man, relax.
LeBron sexuals.
The Bron sexuals, no, I don't respect
Hey,
them.
young.
I respect LeBron fans. Somebody that can have a conversation about
Hey,
LeBron
young.
and we could talk basketball.
We
Bron
can do
sexual,
the
they immediately go to that.
fans be like, you can respect the Kobe fan. They love Kobe. Kobe
Yeah.
deserved that love. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing wrong with somebody saying that they love LeBron James. Damn.
That's what I'm saying.
We didn't like what the Pistons was doing to Michael Jordan. We didn't think that shit was cool.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But if we sit there and say, damn, man, this dude came from nothing. He didn't have Phil Jackson as a coach, and he still was able to do it.
This sounds like a whole bunch of LeBron crying is all I'm hearing right now.
Nah, that's why I say me and Mallory.
Word, that's what I'm saying. You
It's
can't
a
say
conversation.
nothing.
It's
because they
dialogue.
Crying.
Bron sexuals immediately get to, well,
Hey,
you
look,
your
I'ma
mama,
tell you.
like, damn, my mom.
I'm gonna tell you something, B. I'm in the barbershop and I'm just trying to stick up, and then you can't say nothing. You can't if you stick up for LeBron, it's like, oh my God, he got leprosy. He got you know what I'm saying, like something wrong.
Yeah.
So I don't even like to entertain it, bro.
Look, we're gonna get you on that LeBron stream, man. So you can be the moderator. You even got to get your LeBron take. You know I'm going there. I got enough Bron. I can ring them up. I can ring up a few of them if they brave enough to come up on the stream. Like, come on, so I can cook you, man. Barbecue chicken, baby. All right, but fellas, if y'all don't mind, end the show here. Let the people know where they can find you and let them know what you got going on. Sports Professor, I'm gonna go with you first, big bro.
Hey, my brother, thank you so much for having me on. Thank y'all, my brothers, for the great talk we had today. Awesome times. You can catch me at Ball and Buds BALLANDBUDS. The best place is YouTube. I upload videos every day, and you can catch us live. This Thursday, we'll have our Combat Sports Special from Clubber D, the Combat G, and maybe even Tony, because I was going to invite Tony on, so we'll see. Maybe he shows up tomorrow.
I'll come.
Tomorrow, 8 p.m. All right, well, there you go. We've confirmed it. 8 p.m. Eastern tomorrow, Combat Sports Special as well. Every Tuesday, Bottom Line Sports, 8 p.m. as well on Tuesday. So just go subscribe at Ball and Buds, and we appreciate all y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in.
Big facts. Big facts. Ralph.
Yeah, man, you can find me on YouTube at Damn YouTube Sports Talk. On IG, Damn_YouTube_ Sports Talk. And IG, Ralph_Sneaks. Like I said, man, we got weekly uncensored sports content coming. So just like, share, hit the subscribe button. Weekly content coming. And again, man, appreciate you for having me on here, man. Always.
Oh, yes, sir, big bro. It ain't gonna be the last time.
Oh, for sure, man.
Mal, let the
What's
people
up,
know.
man? It's your boy Maui. You can catch me every Wednesday at 8 on Couch Coach Live. Get in contact with me is Deshaun Morgan Facebook, DT Morgan 78 IG. If you want to watch me and my man Coach, speak about whatever's going on. All you got to do is go on YouTube, Spotify, any platform, and you can hear us or see us. Appreciate you. Oh, and me doing some work with Tony.
Oh, yes, sir. We doing what we do here. And salute to Chris, Couch Coach over there. Make sure your people check him out. And last but not least, my brother Dev.
Yo, what it is, man. First of all, man, appreciate you, my guy Tony, for having me on the show, man. Real dope platform, fellas. We put on a good one tonight. Salute to y'all, man. But y'all also gonna find me on YouTube and Instagram at MTMO_sports podcast. You can find me on Facebook and Twitter at my THTS my opinion. Like I said, man, I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers, man. So help me get to my goal, man. Cause like I said, it's gonna be dope content. Giving my own opinion about what's going on in the sports world. So if you're tired of the same old regular degular, come on to MTMO.
Right.
I'm tired of the regular degular. That's why I have my brother Dev on the panel. All these gentlemen here are great sports minds. I respect all y'all's platforms. I like to end every show by asking gentlemen, y'all. I hope to next time I tap in one of y'all shows, I see y'all on each other's panels and invite your boy up. I'll be over there on Ball and Buzz tomorrow with SP and Club of D. So definitely appreciate
We
you.
need your pound for pound list, so make sure you have that ready by tomorrow.
Oh yeah. We was cooking on that one. I got you. Ryan
Put
Garcia.
my pound for pound list on the comments. I'm gonna hop in the comments.
Hey, come through, brother. And
Yes.
salute to Goons as well. Real Goons TV. Make sure you swing by my bro's channel. He be dropping his content. I'm about to swing by that Goons. I'm gonna check you out end out the day on some Goons. But thank y'all as well for everybody pulling up. Before you leave, please subscribe. If you haven't joined the family already, please sub to the channel. Like, subscribe, comment, hit the share button, all that good stuff. Episode 2, fellas, made history. I am Tony the Savant. Peace.
You're welcome.